Got home later this afternoon after a long van ride back to Iloilo from Cataclan, or whatever that area is called up there. And this live stream, we're going to just talk about Boracay a little bit, my take on it, and what I felt about it, and what I saw, and what I thought. And we might have a cameo appearance by someone else. I don't think so, but I don't know. She's over there grinning. But anyway, welcome to the Colonels Chronicles. Let me set up the chat here so I can see everybody and what's going on. I know there's other people live right now. There's that dude over there, Masbate, is live. Ray over there, Tagaitai, is live, and I think he's drunk, and that's normal. Ray likes to have a good time, but now he's talking about some sad things. I just thought, oh, Ray, man, you don't need to go there, man. But God bless him. You know, he's had some sadness in his personal life, and we all have. You know, me too. And we've lost loved ones. You know, but you know, you guys can watch Ray and hear about that from him. I don't need to talk about his business. Welcome, folks. I see two of you and two thumbs up. I appreciate that. And I don't want to pull anybody away from anybody else's live stream. If you're watching that and you're being entertained or learning things, just go ahead and support them. I just thought I would come live because I wanted to go live while I was in Boracay. And I only did the one time in the hotel room, and I didn't get to actually get out there on the beach and go live the way I wanted to. It just didn't happen. And I want to talk about that a little bit and some of the things that are going on there. And you know, it's my first time there. And the reason, you know, everybody's like, "You never been to Boracay?" No, because I lived it in Thailand. You know, honestly, I experienced anything you can experience there in Boracay. I experienced it and more, and then some in Thailand. You know, I've been to not all, but I've been to a lot of the party area. I went to Pattaya, and that's one of those places that, you know, you can only take that in small doses. I mean, because that's not my thing, you know. But I went just to say I went and check it out and see if it's legitimately what everybody says it is. And it is. It's all there if you go to in the wrong places or the right places, depending on your perspective. And you know, and I lived on the beach, house on the beach. I loved it. I liked where I lived there in Thailand. Most places, there was only one place I didn't enjoy, but that was only because of the way immigration treated me. The family that I actually stayed with, or they allowed me to stay in one of their houses, they were great. I didn't have any issues with them. And I'm great there, Stone Cold. How are you doing, man? I seen you on some of the other streams there, keeping people straight. And it's all good, man. I'm doing great. I'm a little bit tired, but just ate some chicken wing. I wanted to take the girls to Tatoy's for some seafood, but we got back a little bit late and we were just too tired to go over there. Maybe what do you think, tomorrow, sweetheart? What do you think? Tomorrow, seafood place? Maybe? Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe. She says maybe. I've learned that means no. So, oh, I just got kicked. But anyway, I'm good, not drunk, just a tiny bit tipsy. Hey, Stone Cold, that's up to you, man. You know, I choose not to drink. I mean, that doesn't mean I absolutely touch zero alcohol, because I'd be a liar if I said that. But if I do drink, it's such a tiny little bit. Most people would just laugh at me. I'm drinking my hard Tang right now. it's not hard, it's just Tang. And yeah, my sweetheart mixed that up for me. And then she informs me that it's too sweet. Oh well, that's what Tang is. Hold on. Margie Gariba. Why? Why what, Margie? Stone Cold says, my limit is 3 beers. I'm a lightweight. I tell you what, Stone Cold, I can't even drink beer anymore. I used to like beer, I ain't gonna lie to you. But I can't drink anymore. I contracted some kind of allergy, or I'm allergic to something now as I got older, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Just drinking one or two, and my limit used to be 2. And you know, I'm not talking about early days when I was acting like a fool, but yeah, I can't do it anymore. It makes me sick to my stomach. Adventures of Tom and Edna. Hey, Tom, good to see you guys. Good to see you here. I can have 6 on Saturday night. Hey, man, if you can handle it, that's up to you, my friend. I just choose not to do it. With a beer, it just doesn't work. Margie says hi. Hello, Margie. Hello from the Colonel. Welcome to the Colonels Chronicles. And she says, oh, okay. Venture time. Hey, Colonel. Hey, Tom, Edna, both of you, one of you, each of you, all of you. That's all good. Stone Cold says, if I don't get the low carb, it just goes straight to the, oh man, everything that goes in my mouth goes straight to my belly. But yeah, I can't, I was losing weight. Now, lately I've been gaining weight, so I don't know what's going on. I think, yeah, I'm going to have to like really, when my beautiful sweetheart, who's laying here next to me but doesn't want to be on camera, she doesn't want everybody to know how beautiful she is. When she leaves, I got to buckle down and lose weight again. I don't know if I can do it because I've been enjoying eating and enjoying, I like Coke. I ain't going to lie to you. But it is what it is. But I need to buckle down and lose weight again, which means going back on my intermittent fasting. I'm really going to have to force myself to do that because that seems to be the only way that I can lose weight. And it's all good. Okay, Margie. I don't know all that new lingo of this generation. You can say 6, 7, I can say 7, 8, 10, 4, whatever. And we got the trolls are out tonight. Keep doing comments. That pushes the algorithm for me. Gets this live stream out to more people. I appreciate it. I see 19 people up there. 4 thumbs up. So tap that thumbs up for me. Even if you're trolling me, you can give me the thumbs up. Because if you got the time to type out a message and be a troll, you got time to hit that thumbs up. Help a brother out. It's all good. It's okay. Thanks, Margie. And yeah, that's okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, they're all out tonight. That's great. It must be my turn. Must be my turn. And that's okay. You should see all these trolls in here. They're just lighting up the chat. It's all good. Tom and Edna, we live in the province of Mangatarem on the island of Luzon. Well, Tom, I used to live in Luzon. I lived in San Juan, Batangas. I got tired of it there, so I left. I'm not sure. Mangatarem. What part of Luzon is that at? Okay, I know Ilocos Sur. I know a little bit of a Ilocos Norte. I know Cavite area. I know Laguna. I'm not that province. I don't recognize. Oh, I also know Pangasinan. What is it? Pangasinan, whatever. Pampanga. Those areas. I've been through all those on the bus. Colonel, you're a motivated man to live the life you want to live. Well, Vaughn, a lot of it is motivation. A lot of it is just, hey, going where the Lord leads you. And some of it is just making the decision that things don't matter anymore, material things. And because that's what I did. When I retired, I sold everything that I own, virtually everything I own. And what I didn't sell, I gave to my son, my kids, whatever they wanted. And I packed up my bags. And some of my personal things had sentimental value to me. And I moved to Thailand. And I thought that's where I was going to stay until I kicked a bucket. But lo and behold, here I am in the Philippines now. And I've been here for 2 years, 4 months? 2 years, 5 months, however long it's been. I got to sit down and count it out again. I think 2 years, 4 months. And Vaughn, I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up. That's great. Yeah, now we're down to 8 and 5. It's getting better. I like to have the thumbs up as match the amount of people that are in here, but it doesn't have to. It's all good. And so we're just going to talk about my little trip to Boracay. I was there for 2 nights and 3 days. And my impressions and what I thought. And I apologize for not going live more while I was there. I went one time, and it's kind of boring because it's nighttime. I was in the hotel room. I wanted to go live out there on the beach, but it just didn't work out. I went to one restaurant, and I was going to go live, but turning the camera through the glass, you just couldn't see outside the way the sun was. It was beautiful weather there. It was very nice the whole time we were there. And Tom says, please help with the thumbs up. Appreciate that, Tom. Thank you. Yeah, people are leaving. We're getting some back. It's all good. About 2 to 3 hours north of Angles City. Okay, so you're up there to where you're not. That's not near La Union, or is that towards Baguio, Baguio City? Probably up towards Baguio. And see, I never chose to go over to Baguio. I wanted to stay away from all the mold and the moisture over there. Um, and it gets cold over there, from what I understand. I get cold easy, so even though I understand it's a beautiful city and a nice place to live, but I didn't. I chose not to go over there. And in Angles City, I've been through it on the bus. Been to the bus terminal there in Dow, or however you want, yeah, Dow, however you say that, and changed buses and whatnot. Went to Bataan from there, or Bataan, depending on who says it. Stone Cold says, "Have you finished that Biden book? Asking for a friend." Now, Stone Cold, I started it, and then I sat it down and started reading another book that I was reading, and I haven't gotten back to the. I'm reading like what, 3 different books right now at the same time, if that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense, but that's just what that's the adult ADD there, and I just jumping around to different things. When I get bored a little bit, I jump to something else. But it's right here. It's right here. Still, you know. I did watch the State of the Union, or some of the State of the Union, and you're Australian, so it doesn't mean as much to you probably, but I just have to shake my head at my stupid government sometimes. Although I'm thankful, because they're the ones that are paying me, because I worked for them for so many years and gave up so much of my life for the American government. I want to give back a little bit that I paid into. But anyway, I just had to shake my head. I don't understand. Yeah, whatever. I don't understand some people, why they act the way. I mean, they're supposed to be our representatives, but to act so shamefully towards the American people, it just blows my mind. So that's where I'm at in that book, No Stone Cold. I'm still early in it. Let me see what page am I on. Oh man, sweetheart, you lost my page. She cleaned up for me, folks. She must open the.
Sorry.
Oh, you don't need to apologize. I used to flap to mark my page. It's okay, sweetheart. It doesn't matter. I'll find my page. Remember? That's all right. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing. Don't be. She's over here apologizing. Don't worry. It's not that big of a deal. Hello, sir. Can you? Rogers Arate. I'll tell you the truth. Was that Rogelli? I can do that, but I'm not going to. I have no plans to go back to go to that area of Luzon. and besides, I don't know you very well. It's the first time I've seen you, so why would I do that? Come on to the live streams more. Come on to my channel more. Watch some of my videos. Learn about who I am, and then come back and ask me. And then I'll just say, why don't you come to Iloilo? We can meet in a public place. But that area of Luzon, it's not my favorite area, just to be honest. And, but yeah, Vaughn says, pack my bags, I'm ready to go. Come on, Vaughn. Now see, that's the difference there, Jelly. I know Vaughn a little bit more. And, but yeah, hurry up, Vaughn, get over here. We're getting ready to get into the hot weather. So, yeah, I don't know if I mean, I like to be warm, but I don't want to be sweating all the time either, which is probably what's going to happen. It's all good. Nice, says Margie. Bond says, you showed your lady a great time, Colonel. Question. Well, I attempted to. We figured out that we're both kind of homebodies. Even though I do a lot of travel, I'm still a homebody. I like to come home. I don't have to have a lot of excitement. I had somebody message me, did you go parasailing in the evening to see the sunset? I'm like, no. I don't need all that. I'm fine with just walking along the beach. Did go out in the water. And if anything, that was just to rescue her, because I thought she was going out too far. I kept saying, stop going out so far. And then I stepped in the water there. And, well, I guess we can start talking about Boracay. Let me catch up on the comments here a little bit. Let me catch these up, and then we'll talk about Boracay. We're about 2 hours southwest of Baguio. Southwest of Baguio. Okay. Well, then that must be near the bus route, Tom. The oh, what's that? What's that? Not Pat. What's that bus that goes up north? I'm drawing a blank on the bus. I used to take it all the time. Partis. It's the Partis bus. Are you on the Partis bus route? That's what I do. I'm chapter 2 on 2 books. Yeah, Stone Cold. It is what it is, brother. It is what it is, man. You know, I'll get to it eventually. Think I'd fall asleep trying to read that book. Ted said from Bohol. Hey, Ted, how you doing, man? Down there in Bohol. Yeah, it's a little dry, but I just want to see. You know, the author is you for Kim Strassel. You know, so I you know, so it can be a little bit dry down, but I would just want to hear what she has to say. You know, and because you know, that last administration, they about wore me out. And it's funny. I have friends. I have friends. I have one on Facebook. He keeps posting stuff that because he hates Trump and whatnot, and for no really good reason except that you know he's a Democrat and little on the liberal side, and so he just wants to say negative things. And you know, and he's still in love with Obama, the great divider. But let's not get into politics, because most of you don't care, and I don't. And I care, but I don't care if that makes any sense. Or I don't care, but I do care if that makes sense too. Tom says we started out in Olongapo. I've been to Olongapo. I had fun there. It's different. I wouldn't the Subic area. I wouldn't even mind living there too much. I mean, it would be okay, but there's other places that I think I want to live more so than over there. Stationed in the U.S. Navy there, 85 to 89. I'm retired U.S. Navy now 22 years. Thank you for your service, Tom. I'm not retired from the Army, but I did. That's my 6-year contract and what about 4.5, 5 years active duty, and I was in at the same time you were, and I got out the same time you did. Actually, I started in '84, and I got out in '89, the end of '89, September, August, the end of August. End of August or end of September? I think the end of August, '89. I have to check my DD 214. Hey, Daniel, welcome. I go to bed. Good night, Colonel. Good, bad boy, nice cup, drink beer. I'm joking right now. I see you around. Hey, Daniel, dude, listen. I'm drinking Tang, man, in my coffee cup, if that makes sense. And I had Coke before that. Tom says, Lieutenant Commander. Tom, here's to you. Salute. Good evening, the Colonel from Ted. Ted, thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for checking that thumbs up for me. I appreciate that. It helps me out a little bit. I know there's other people live right now that are in our circle of friends or acquaintances, but I just wanted to give an update that, you know, we're back, and she's going to be here for a couple more days and then go back home. And I'm waiting for her to get warmed up to see when she wants to join the YouTube world. She's over there giggling at me. But anyway, it's all good. I want to talk about, I'm getting to it, folks. I want to just catch up, and I don't want to get too far behind on the chat, but we're going to talk about Boracay and what I thought. Hello there's Lowell Matheson from Oregon. God bless. Thank you, Lowell. God bless you too. And everyone, actually. And Von's saying, thanks, Von, for the extra chat there. I appreciate that, man. That helps out. Tom said, yes, it is. The bus runs through here. The Victory bus. Okay. Yep. Well, I did the Victory bus over there at Longapo, so I know, and that's how I got it at Dow. That's where I got on the Victory bus, because I was coming down from La Union. I was looking for a place to live again. I like San Juan, La Union. It's a nice area up there, and I went up there again to look again and say, hey, do I want to live up there and whatnot? But I still left saying, no, I don't want to. But on the way back, I thought, I've always wanted to go to Olongapo. That was on one of my lists, Subic Bay, to a trip to make. And so I just, as I was coming, I'm like, hey, I'm not doing anything else. I'll just go over there. So I figured out which bus, and okay, I can take that, and it worked out. And actually getting back to Manila was even easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have to go back to Doubt, but I didn't. The bus took me down and right to Manila. It was kind of sweet. And Lowell says, I did a partial investment budget to cover inflation, but I run out of money by year 15. I'm trying to do it at least a 20. Hold on. Our budget with reserve funds for medical emergencies still trying. Lowell, listen, man. We've talked. You and I have talked, okay? And so only do what you can do. If you can't do it, don't force it. Because if something happens, then you're gonna be in trouble, and I don't want to see you in a bind. I haven't slept last night and the night before. Been up for about 48 hours plus. Although I did sleep yesterday at 9 a.m. for about 1.5 hours. Not sure why. I don't know why. Lowell, you need to get your rest, brother. You need to get your rest. If not, you're gonna have to go see a doctor, find out what's going on, because if your body gets worn down, then your immunity is going to go down, and you're going to end up getting sick from something goofy, a head cold, because that's what happens to me. When I get overtired, my immunity levels go down, and then I start getting sick from different things, and that can lead to other things. Tom and Edna, they say U.S. military is coming back the Subic Bay, Olongapo area this year. I was under the impression, Tom, that they were already back. But it's not well advertised and talked about. But excuse me, folks, I got to get. My understanding though is that there's some of them, they're already over there, or in that area, one of the wherever the airfield. There's some people there already. And I know when I was there, I saw some guys, military guys, walking around, not in uniform, but they were obvious. I was in the military. It was obvious they were military. To me, anyway, American military. Let's see. Hi again from Margie. Okay, welcome back. There's some Marines there now. Yeah, Tom, that's what I'm saying. Pretty sure of that myself. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the page here. So let's talk about my take on Boracay. Okay, first thing I will say is this: it's beautiful there. It's very beautiful. When the sun is out, the beach is beautiful. It's pretty there. Now, there was a serious algae bloom going on. So as you're walking out, you're just inundated with the algae all over the place. And somebody that was with me, they enjoy collecting algae. I didn't know that, but evidently, whatever happened to that algae? Huh? Did you? No, she says she ate it. So, I don't know if you can hear her laughing. But she said she had this ball of algae. I think she said she was going to eat it, but I really think she was saving it to throw it at me when I wasn't looking. I hope you didn't put that in your bag. But anyway, I think she wants to take it home with her, a souvenir from Boracay. I mean, I could have bought her a souvenir, but no. She wanted to collect algae. But yeah, so very beautiful, okay. Now, the water. It was very clear except for the algae bloom, but it was cold. I did not expect the water in Boracay to be cold. But I tell you what, that stuff was cold. Because see, the Colonel, I get cold easy. And I don't like swimming in cold water. I'm not even into swimming anymore, but I'll go out in the water, and especially, if I got a significant other that likes to go out in the water, I want to be near her. So I went out in the water, even though I didn't want to. But I went out there, and I tell you what, I was getting numb. That's how cold that was. I thought I was back in Ocean City, Maryland, or Ocean City, New Jersey, except the water was a lot cleaner and a lot clearer. But I'm like, this stuff's cold, man. I mean, this is ridiculous. So that's my take on the water at Boracay. If the algae bloom would go away, it would be absolutely gorgeous, and you can see, it was beautiful. I kept looking for fish. Because I like to fish. I like to fish off the beach. I like to surf fish. But I didn't see any fish. Too many people. But sailboats everywhere. I didn't see anybody running around jet skis, but speedboats, sailboats, the big boats, the ones that go out to see the sunset and zipping back and forth. You got your paragliding or parasailing, whatever they're doing out, parasailing, whatever it is. And they got all that. That was way far out though. And so we got there, and no problem getting there. Clan, no problem getting the ferry over. I mean, you got to stop at like three different spots to get whatever. But it's kind of nice because once you get your tickets and stuff, they escort you onto the ferry. Maybe it's because they saw an old guy. I don't know, but it was kind of cool. And yeah, keep going, Marge. Keep putting the chats in there for me, Marge. Appreciate it. And thank you all for the thumbs up. Thanks for everybody being here and listening to my little story, my thoughts on Boracay. You can chime in if you've been to Boracay and you want to talk about that too. But anyway, back to Boracay and the water. And so it was cool. It was, yeah, literally, it was cool. So when I got out, I was like, man, you know, and I was kind of like, that was a lot colder than I thought it was, wrapped up in a towel and everything, went back to the room. So that's my take on that. Now, what other positives can we say about Boracay? The people were friendly, and most of the people that were there were friendly. Some of them too friendly, and I'll get to that in a minute. Hey, mate from Norm. Hey, Norm. How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Bye, Margie. Yeah, okay. You keep putting the chat comments in there, Margie. I mean, I know you're trolling me, but, hey, just keep doing the chats. It's all good. And, helps with the algorithm. I'm not complaining about that. But, anyway, what does get tiresome, okay, let's talk about something. Oh, other positives. The room, we were at the Hainan Regency. The room was fantastic. There was a little bit of problem with the booking initially. And then my friend, he went in and he booked it for us because they were giving me a problem. And their reservation desk was less than helpful. And when I called them directly, couldn't get anywhere. But part of that was because of Agoda. But actually it goes back to the hotel because they wouldn't reply to Agoda to confirm the reservation. But they did put a hold on the credit card. So I'm like, come on, folks. But they're closed. The Henning Group, their reservations desk, they're closed from like 12:30 on Saturday all the way until Monday morning. So if you making last minute reservations and you make it Saturday afternoon, you're not going to get a confirmation. And talk about frustrating. That's frustrating if you're trying to make plans, like I was trying to do. Because I wanted to show, my girlfriend says she's never been to Boracay, so I wanted her to have a good time, and I wanted to have a good time too. So, hold on, let's catch up on some of these chats here. Tom's got some news, folks. My wife and I would like to visit there. We are expecting our first child. Well, God bless you, Tom. That's great, man. I have 4 children in America. I don't know how, if you have anywhere else. I'm assuming this is your first child altogether in life, or is this just your first child here in the Philippines? It's none of my business. I just being nosy, just being Marites. Stone Cold says, Norm. Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone from Saman, the Saman. Good evening. Hey, Colonel, the professor from Darren from Down Under. Darren Bartholomew. Did you send off those almonds yet, Darren? Because I might have to make a trip up to get me a cup full of them. He knows what I'm talking about. There's Stone Cold. That's what Darren says. Tom says, I've seen a lot of video about Boracay. It looks like a great place for foodie people. Hey, Norm from Darren. How old's your lady, Colonel? Her sound like a kid. Well, people's laugh, man. Even when I laugh, I sound like a kid. But we're not talking, no, we're not giving up here. We're not giving up ages. It's not polite to ask a woman her age. But we're not giving up ages until she's ready to come on the camera, and then we'll talk about all of that. But until she's ready to be seen here, I'm going to respect all her personal information and things like that. Most people know, and I've said this, she's from Leyte, okay? So this is her first visit over here to Panay Island and over to Iloilo. And to Boracay. It was my first visit to Boracay. So just hold off on that. But you can keep asking me. It's all good. I'm just not ready to give any information about her more than what I've already given. Hey, Daniel from Darren. Hey, Tom. You can guess her age. You think she sounds like a kid. I might make her feel good if you think she's young like that. Okay. Stone Cold said, I don't know what's that mean, Stone Cold. It's okay, all right. Tom says, I have four in the, oh my goodness, Tom, you and I are too much alike, man. We're in the military at the same time. We got the same amount of kids. They're grown, have families of their own. They encourage me to follow my dreams. There you go. That's the way it should be. I wish my kids were like that. My kids are kind of like, why are you moving over there? Why are you living in Thailand? This, that, and the other. And but yeah, I got four kids. I have one son, four daughters. One son, four daughters. One son, three daughters, four kids. It's that new math. It gets me every time. Wilma says, hello, hello, Wilma. Salute. And yeah, I'm good. If you're real, I'm good. Aaron said, not yet, Colonel, as now I have to add a nice bottle of red wine and 5-gallon bucket of honey at the moment. But Jenny Lynn will add more. Oh my goodness, Darren. Oh, Darren, I went off with somewhere else. Oh, you're adding, okay, you're all adding on to that. Nice bottle of red. I don't know. Yeah, she drinks wine. That's right. I had to think about that for a minute. 5-kilogram bucket of honey. Dude, that's a lot of honey, man. Holy smokes. Better make sure that sucker's sealed up good. That'll be a heck of a mess. But that sounds awesome. Because I found a lot of the honey over here, it's not real. You know. That's great. Yeah, woman, you said hello already. Bye, gotta go. Okay, take care. Shy or scared to show her face. Yeah, I mean, she's shy. There's nothing wrong with that. YouTube can, for people who's not used to social media and whatnot, YouTube can be a scary thing, especially if you're shy too. And it don't matter what your age is. People are shy about YouTube. I mean, I didn't want to do YouTube, but I have no problem being in front of the camera, so it kind of made it easy for me. But that's a carryover from my job. Mom said, take care. Okay, take care. Holy cow. I have 3 girls and 1 son. I tell you what, Tommy, that's weird, dude, man. That's weird. We were in the military at the same time. We got the same amount of kids. So you had 3 girls and then 1 son, because I had 1 son and then 3 girls. So we're the exact. And the funny thing about that, my son, he's the oldest, obviously. He's the oldest. He has 4 children. You're not going to believe it. I think I've said this before. He has 1 son, and then he had 3 girls, just like I did. And I laughed. I said, dude, you got the same exact family that we had, that you had, that I had growing up. He's like, yeah, no, Dad, whatever. He's like, whatever. So I think it's kind of strange. It's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah. I guess it was the strong boy swimmers came out of the gate first, and then after that, none of the boy swimmers could keep up with the girls. That's the only I can figure. I don't know. And Darren said, "Yeah, lots of beekeeper here because of citrus and stone fruit and almond trees, so it's cheap here." Man, that honey from the citrus flowers and stuff. That's some good stuff, man. I could get fresh honey. One of the officers that worked with me in Jessup, Georgia, he had bees. He was a beekeeper on the side, and he would bottle up his. Excuse me, my nose is itching. He would bottle up his honey, and he would sell it. Man, that's some of the best honey, and the honeycomb. Some of the best honey I ever had in my life. I used to buy it by the case from him. And it took me forever to eat it, but I have some good stuff, real good stuff. And I forget the blossoms that his bees. He told me, I can't remember. Some flower there in Georgia. Man, it was good stuff, real good stuff. Mention Tom, that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, Tom. Do you like port, Colonel? Darren, I don't drink very much, brother. I will drink wine somewhere, but port's okay. Not my thing. I'm more of a Lambrusco. I like the Italian wines. I'm more of a Lambrusco. If I want to go on the sweet end, I'll do the Moscato, or there's other wines that I like, but I don't have one. I have some Lambrusco here at the house, but like I said, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't have a big wine collection or anything like that. I like more of the sweeter wines than the dry wines, and I know that if you're a wine connoisseur, you like the dry wines and stuff like that. But I've had port. It's a little bit not to my liking, but in small doses, it's okay. It's all right. Let's see. We are planning to go visit my family in Tennessee next spring. Oh, that's cool, Tom. Uh, any issues getting the visa, or she had the visa before, or anything like that? I went over to your channel there, Tom. Yeah, and I watched that one little video you had on there. That was cool. I appreciate that. So back to Borkai. I'm at the end of the page again on the chat. So back to Borkai. Now these are the things. Okay, we're talking about the positives. The room at that Henry Region was absolutely gorgeous. Had a junior suite. It's a little bit pricey. I'm not gonna lie. It was pricey, but it was nice. Nice balcony. You could, overlooking the swimming pool, which the swimming pool there was gorgeous. Beautiful swimming pool. She didn't want to go in there. She wanted to go in the ocean. So we didn't. We walked out to the pool, but we didn't get in. But it looked nice, and we did test the water. The water was warm, unlike the water out on the beach. That was cold. So it was nice, and they got towels there for you, everything, and the room was beautiful. The decor was lots of wood and uh, traditional stuff, but it was beautiful. And a little coffee machine in there for you with the little pods and stuff. That was kind of nice, and the staff were fantastic. Say hello to you every time they see you. Checking to see if you need anything. It was fantastic. And you get at the Henry Regency, you can walk over, and you can from the second floor, you can walk straight out all the way and come down the main steps. Every time we walk down there, I was like, feel like we're walking down the aisle to church for the wedding. And then I said, yeah, I feel like Miss America. I started doing this with my hand, and I was like waving like I was at you Miss Universe, and the security guards down the bottom were laughing at me. But I was like, yeah, just being goofy. You laughing at me? She's laughing at me, she's laughing at me, but trying to be quiet. Like, oh, I just got hit. So anyway, you can make me start laughing. Don't get me started laughing. I won't be able to stop. But yeah, we were doing that, so that was kind of cool. And one of the perks of that little junior suite was that you get to eat at the little Christina Cafe, and they got snacks. They got snacks for free, drinks, what. And then like 4 o'clock, you can get. I didn't do any of that, but suppose you can go get free cocktails. I didn't do that, but I did go in there and get drink during the day and whatnot. And then the breakfast, you can go in there for breakfast. And what makes that nice, as opposed to the Sea Breeze, whatever, Seaside or Sea Breeze, you remember? I don't know, Sea something. Their main dining room, which is a huge buffet. We thought about going in there, but we just stuck with the Christina because it was more intimate atmosphere, and you go in there's less people, and you get to pick anything and everything, and whatever, however much you want off the menu. And they have a smaller buffet type stuff where they have salads and breads and pastries and bacon and toast and waffles and what else they have? They have yogurt and some other stuff over there. So to me, it wasn't the full-on buffet like at the big place, but everything on the menu, probably everything that was on that buffet over there. And the girl, the hostess, she's like, yeah, you can mix match, get whatever you want. And I'm like, this is cool, get whatever I want. So I took advantage of that this morning. I had more than one. Yeah, I was living large this morning, and but yeah, so that's a plus. That was good. Okay, now what other positive things? The people were nice. The drivers and they got electric tricycles, these electric wheels, bigger than a Bajaj. They were nice, and those drivers were nice, and like that. Now, like any touristy area, it wasn't the cheapest place to be. We'll start there. The cost of things in Boracay. Hold on one second. Let me get back on the chats here before we start talking about negative things. Tom says, we will start her process about May. We're waiting for our PSA marriage license before we apply. Okay, understand that. Does your girlfriend like wine? Do you like wine? She says no, she doesn't like wine. But thank you for asking. She's not a heavy drinker, just like I'm not. But when I do drink, I don't not drink because I don't like it. I actually like it. But I have alcoholism in my family and some of my biological family and stuff, so I really control what I drink and whatnot. And I don't like how I get when I get drunk. I get stupid and do dumb things, but and say dumb things. So I choose not to do it. But I'm a bourbon man myself. I like bourbon. I like a good, smooth bourbon. I like to take a sip every once in a while. But I like other things. Zambuca is one of my favorites. I like Zambuca. Um, Believe it or not, I like Jägermeister because it reminds me of Vicks Formula 44 my mom used to give me. So I like the liquors, but I don't like to get drunk, and I choose not to get drunk. And it's just not my thing. But I'll drink wine, Darren. Yeah, I'm not a connoisseur. I went through a stage in my life where I was trying all different types, and but the Lambrusco thing comes back from my days of cooking in an Italian restaurant, and I worked for actual Italians, and yeah, I remember they used to have meetings in our. We had a banquet room, and about once a month there was a meeting in that banquet room, and just myself and one waitress. We were about the only two that were allowed to go in that room during those meetings, and you can figure all that out. But I was Sal. I doubt he's probably not living anymore. Um, but yeah, he treated me really well. He treated me almost like a son that he didn't have. He didn't have any children, but he trusted me, and he told me that I'm one of the only ones here I trusted. Like I used to open that restaurant in the morning, and I would pay the vendors. I was in high school, and he was doing this. He would, he would, he would sign blank checks, and I had the keys to his office and where the safe with the checkbook, and he would just have me fill in the information on the checks already signed, and I was paying the vendors as they were dropping off because he wasn't there yet. That's how much he trusted me. I don't know that I really deserved all that trust, but that's what he did. So anyway, that conference room, you can imagine what those meetings were about, because he was 100% hardcore Italian. And I'll just leave that at that because I'm not here for telling. But yeah, I tell a lot, but I don't ever tell anything that's going to get me in trouble. So usually, try not to do that. But yeah, I forgot where I was going. Oh, we were talking about wine. So he used, even when I was in high school, my parents would have killed me if they know any alcoholic drink ever passed my lips. But he would come in and say, hey, he called me by my real name. He said, hey, it's a special day. Here, have some of this. And it was always Lambrusco. Always Lambrusco. And believe it or not, I like to taste that. Lambrusco is not for everybody. But I just kind of liked it. I don't know why, because there was a bar there too. And but yeah, he always treated me good. He's like, hey, you're too young to be drinking, Colonel. But that's not what he called me, but that's what I'm calling myself. And then he goes, but here, you can have this a special day, but don't tell anybody. That's how I'm not going to tell anybody. I like my life, I don't want to lose my life. And but yeah, he treated me really good. God bless him. And I lost track of him over the years, and I'm assuming he's passed away by now. But he always treated me really good. Let's see. She's scared. Recognize her that she's with someone else. No, I don't think that's it. Not at all. She's just a shy woman. She wants people to respect her privacy, and I respect that. Tom says, talking about the food is making me hungry. Yeah, well, I mean, if I told you what I had to eat today, oh my goodness. I almost said at that little Christina Cafe, the food was outstanding. It was good. I had probably the food at that restaurant, the Hennen, probably all those the Hennen group, because I don't know how many, there's like 6, 7. The food's probably all really good at all of those. I'm not sure. Are you getting in here? No, she's not getting in here. She's teasing me, making me think she's going to make an appearance. But when she does, we'll have to. Somebody throw a pillow at me. But anyway, no, we'll have to do it right. When she wants in and wants to be on YouTube, we'll introduce her appropriately and properly. Let's see. So, but you can keep guessing. Let's see. I doubt it. Yeah. Stone Cold said he doubt it. Nah, she's not scared. It's not about that at all. Don't play innocent. She knows what I mean. Don't show your face on camera. Your other man that you hide gonna be recognized you. Well, I tell you what, there, dude, you're getting ready to cross the line there because that's like very disrespectful, and you don't know this woman at all, and you're not gonna know her for right now. and you're making an assumption about her and her personal life that you don't know anything about. So I wouldn't go there, man. I wouldn't go there, and you don't know me either. So you're just being disrespectful. You will make the he wouldn't like it when he is angry. I'm not angry yet. I will call a spade a spade. If you're disrespectful, I'm going to tell you you're disrespectful. Yeah, be disrespectful. Just leave and go play your silly game elsewhere, as we're not interested in your right. I appreciate that, Darren. And hey, listen. Let's be honest. And you my friend over there in Leyte, which is where she's from, he made a comment the other day that I didn't appreciate because I was trying to hold back on her privacy and with people, and he knows that, so I don't know why he said it what he said, but yeah, I'll get haters, but she's a pretty lady, and I'll get hate just from that because I'm so ugly. They're gonna be like, "How'd you get somebody like that, Colonel? When you're so ugly?" You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's my charming personality or lack thereof. I don't know. But we have some things in common. We're finding out that we're both homebodies, kind of. Yeah, I like to go out to eat and stuff like that. But as far as like, I'm not into the parasailing anymore. Not into the scuba diving. I don't need to do that. I've been on jet ski. I don't need to go do that because I've done all this stuff, and it just doesn't. I don't need to jump out of airplanes. I don't need to do anything. I love the thrill back in the day, but I don't need to do any of that stuff. And the jumping off the high dives and the cliff jumping and stuff. That's a rush to me. But and I've done the zip lines. I just don't. I don't have a need to do that stuff anymore. Did I enjoy it when I did that? Yeah, I enjoyed it. And if she lets me know that she wants to do stuff like that, then we'll do it again. I don't know if I'll do it. I'll let her do it. And I'll participate as I see fit. But sometimes for me, like I'm just not physically able to do something to do. And that's just the way it is. And then we'll see. Hapa. There, my buddy, my martial arts champion there, Hapa. Hey, Colonel. Woke up to get some water, but we'll go back to sleep. Yeah, get your rest, Hapa. You're a hard-working man. And I'll keep listening to the stream. Hope you've been well. God bless. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Just got back from Boracay, and we're talking about that a little bit. And I know that girl very well. Okay. Where are you from? So, let's see. Stone Cold, this salmon is just a clown who is just jealous and lonely. Well, some people like to live vicariously through other people. And let me look at something here real quick just to see something just for kicks and giggles. I don't even know what that is. Okay. And yeah, he's just trying to cause problems. Yeah, there's probably going to be some people jealous about my relationship, and and the way I would say people whatever say whatever they want, and even Bellis can say whatever he wants. It's all good. My thing about it is, haters are going to hate, and like Rock says, they hate us because they ain't us, and they ain't us, and it's all good. I haven't introduced her yet, so nobody even. Unless they live over there in Leyte where she lives, and they know me, they don't know anything about us. They don't know anything about our relationship, and it's okay, And there's people that may not like her, may not like me. That's life. I'm not gonna get mad about that. But thanks, Darren. Appreciate that. The colonel with his military background would have done his due diligence, Salmon. Well, Stone Cold, I appreciate that. Tell you would think, that, but I've made my share of mistakes in life. I've been married more than once, and sometimes even when you do your due diligence, you still make mistakes, and you find out things about some people, but yeah, Salmon, I'm just about done with your comments there, to tell you the truth. And it's all good. Hold on, let me do something here. Uh, I haven't done this in a while, so let me. There's Stone Cold. I hooked you up, man. And Darren, I'm gonna hook you up too, man. There we go. Yeah, when he gets too ignorant, we'll take care of him. I could do it myself, but it's all good. You fool, old man. I don't know what that means. Or are you saying I'm a fool? That's fine. I've been a fool before, but I have fun doing it. Don't be jealous. Don't be a hater. I appreciate the comments. Uh, Tom says we're just starting our YouTube journey. Hey, Tom, that you got to start somewhere, man. I honestly, I said this a lot, and Stone Cold knows this. Darren's probably heard me say it too, probably too many times. I never wanted to do YouTube. I'm just kind of doing it. I did it for kicks and giggles, and you know, because Mike over there in Masbate, he called me to live stream with him, and I split screened with him, live streamed with him. I like your T-shirt. I tell you what, this lady's got style. She's got style. Rocking that Harley Davidson T-shirt. That's my kind of girl right there. And it's all guess my T-shirt. But anyway, once upon a time, I used to collect Harley Davidson T-shirts, and I remember one guy come up to me. This has nothing to do with this conversation. He goes, "I see you're wearing a Harley Davidson T-shirt. Do you even own a Harley Davidson, or are you just wearing the T-shirt?" And I was like, "Dude, you better check my jacket, man. You don't know me from Adam." But yeah, I do own a Harley Davidson. So go pound sand and get away from me. He's like, "You have to be like that." I'm like, "Well, you didn't have to be like you were." But anyway, yeah, it cracks me up. But I hate to see what they sell for now. I was spending $35 a T-shirt back in the day. You know, this is what 14 years ago. I hate to see what they cost now. They're proud of their T-shirts at them Harley shops. But yeah, I used to collect them, so I got quite a few. Still wearing them, so $35. 14 years later, I'm still wearing them, and I wear them all the time, and they're still holding up. Some of them are getting faded, but it's all good. Let's see. But good luck to you, Tom, and I subscribe to you, and looking to see your videos, you and Edna, and learning about your life, and you said you got a youngin on the way, so that'll be exciting to see that. And you guys should your channel should grow. And matter of fact, what I'll do, I'll pin you at the bottom, and maybe it'll help you out a little bit. And you guys can check out their channel, Adventures of Tom and Edna. He's got some underscores in between the words there. I think Tom, what do you have? One video there? I think I didn't see the other ones. But anyway, check out his channel. Subscribe to him. Help him out a little bit. They're just starting out. Don't rush the Colonel. If she wants to show, she will or not. Her choice. Absolutely, Darren. That's like anybody. I'm not going to force her to do anything. She and I have talked about it, and I know her personality, and I know how she feels about the camera and things like that. She doesn't like the camera, and these guys that come on here and say, it's because she's hiding because she has other men and she doesn't want the other men to see. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I want to take photos with her and stuff, but that's because of how I feel about her. And do I want her to show me off to her friends? Absolutely. I want her to be proud that, we're in a relationship, and I want to be proud too. But if she's not ready to be on YouTube, she's not ready to be on YouTube. And I'm not going to make her, and nobody that comes in on the chat's going to make her do it either. And she doesn't have to. That's up to her. And I'm going to respect her, and I'm going to support her, and I'm going to defend her to any of the knuckleheads that come in here and say whatever they say. And if I'm making a mistake, that's on me. It's not affecting you all any, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Just say yes. Just say. No, I don't tell her what to say. She's over here laughing at me again. But yeah. So I believe in respecting one. Until she does something evil to me or does something bad to me, I'm not going to have any bad things to say about her or put her in a bad situation. Absolutely not. It's about respect. But yeah, Darren, you're absolutely right on that. Good day, mate, from Desm. All right, that's good to see you. You made it in here. Salute. And let's see. Yeah, you deleted another one there, Darren. That's cool. Let me see what it was. Just Just for kicks. Oh, he's still talking, huh? Yeah, okay. I got a kick out of him earlier saying that he knows this lady. This person owner says they know you. And you have lots of men, and you're a player. You don't want to be seen on here because you don't want the other guy to see. Hey, I know she's had other boyfriends. Come on, what woman hasn't? What man hasn't had other girlfriends? That's human nature. Okay, and I mean, when you get in a relationship with somebody, there was a relationship before that, was there not? And I get a kick. Some people they want to comment about, oh, she just had a boyfriend. Well, yeah, they broke up. So she's single. She can have another boyfriend. Or if you're just dating, do you just date one person and not other people? I mean, I know I've gone out on dates with several people. It doesn't mean I was in a physical relationship with them, but to go out to dinner to get to know them, there's nothing wrong with that. You sit there and you talk and eat some food and whatnot and have, just laugh and cut up with. It doesn't have to be more than that. That's the problem with the society today, especially in America, where they think that everything you're going on a date, well, you're going to get lucky and you're going to get physical. It doesn't have to be like that, folks. And if you are like that, then you're in a relationship with that person. Why are the next week you're dating somebody? Yeah, that might be a problem. Are you doing the same thing with multiple people? That's insane. That doesn't mean people don't do it, because they do, but it doesn't make it right either. But sure. Do you not have a past? You have a past, don't you? We all have past.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says yeah. But are you hiding somebody? No. I don't know. Maybe
No.
she. This guy coming on here, he seems to know more about you than you do. I don't know. Let's see. Tom says, what kind of internet do you use? Hey, Tom, I'm just straight up using my Globe SIM card, man. If I go other places, I might piggyback on their Wi-Fi. But I use my Globe data right now. That's all I'm using. It works. It works okay here. It's not the best. If I go up to Ackland, it doesn't work very well at all. I usually piggyback off of James and Karen's their Starlink Mini when I'm up there, because my SIM card doesn't work well there. But yeah, I'm using Globe. Okay. And Colonel, get rid of this clown as he's wrecking a great live. Okay, you can do that for me. Let's get rid of him. Adventures of Time. Live your life, Colonel. Enjoy every day, brother. That's exactly right. Now, those of you that don't believe in God and stuff are going to believe differently than me. My attitude is, the Bible teaches that, the reason we're here on earth is to glorify God. That's why we're here. And the rest of it, we go through life, everything's a blessing and it's a gift from God. And we try to be happy. We're not guaranteed happiness, okay? But we live our life accordingly to how we believe that we should live it. And we live it to the fullest. And when you get to be my age, I'm not that old, but my body feels old. Every day is a blessing. And every day is a gift that you wake up. So if you love someone, tell them that you love them. Because you don't know when they're going to be gone or when you're going to be gone. You just don't know. So every day is a gift. And when you wake up, thank the good Lord for another day that you woke up and you can enjoy life. Unfortunately, at this point in my life, at certain times, I'm being allowed to enjoy myself with this individual over here who happens to be very attractive, beautiful Filipino. Okay? Don't hate me for that. If you want to hate, that's up to you. She's making faces. She's over here making faces at me because she knows I'm not looking at her. She's hiding behind her phone. But anyway, yeah. So don't, haters are going to hate. And that's the way it is. And I don't know who that guy is, Darren, to be honest with you. That's the first time I've seen that name on my chat. So it could be anybody. Could have changed their name, created an account. But if you timed them out, I appreciate it. It's all good. Maybe he'll be back again. Maybe he won't. Maybe it's somebody I know. I don't know. Could be somebody I know. Could be somebody that she knows and knows about us. I don't know. Do you know this person? Salmon, S-A-M-A-N. I don't know, maybe he was trying to say the shaman and he spelled it wrong. I don't know. But yeah, it's okay. Darren would have hit him 10 minutes ago. Well, I made both of you guys mods. I know Stone Cold had said it. Man, I can't even get a blue. Can't even get a blue on the Colonel channel. Because, I don't think about it, guys. I don't think about the mods. Because usually people come on here for their trolls. I read their stuff or whatever. And I either comment on it or ignore it or whatever. Or I'll just kick them off myself. Don't worry about it, Darren. Don't apologize for that, man. Sorry, Colonel, but he's gone for 20. Nah, if he was messing up the live, get him the heck out of here, I was just trying to figure out if we know this person, what I mean? That's what I was wondering. But it's all good. Thanks, Stone Cold from Desm. Yeah. Darren says, yeah, he would have been big if I had made his way Stone Cold. And I like that little Sears Deadwood. You guys ever watch that? That's how they used to get rid of the people. They'd take them out to the pig pen and throw them in there, and they'd be gone. Tom says, wow, I appreciate that. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Did it show up? Yeah, adventures with the underscore of underscore Tom underscore and underscore Edna. Yeah, maybe we can get you a few subscribers over there, Tom. Keep putting out the content. And if you're of a mind to do it, let us follow your life and let us follow what's going on with you and your family there. Already, you and I seem to have a whole lot in common. Although I can't help you. You were in the Navy, man. I just I can't help you with that, man. The Army is the only real military that the U.S. has, and but I appreciate our Navy brothers. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just messing with you. I was an Army brat, and then I was in the Army myself, so I'm hardcore Army. And but I appreciate all the branches. Everybody's got their thing to do. I just got a dog out the Navy and the Air Force for sure. I don't mess with the Marine Corps because those guys are special. They're special. That's just we'll just say they're special. Bless their little hearts. They're special. Semper Fi. They're special. We'll just leave it at that. And you got, what was that? What? Okay. I thought she was making fun of me again. Darren says, hey, mate, thanks for the blue jacket. And I hate disrespectful clowns. Darren, I don't like them either. But what I've noticed with doing this YouTube thing is you're going to have them. And, it is what it is. I would hope that it wasn't somebody that I actually know trying to clown me. And by me saying that, they know who they are, that I'm talking about them. I would hope it's not them because I think better of them than that. But if it is, I'm sorry, guy, that you feel like you got to do that. Let me make my own mistakes, folks. If I want to date a woman who's 78 years old, that's my business. That's my business. I know you're not 78.
I'm 82.
You're 82? She says she's 82. Oh my goodness. The truth comes out. You look good for being 82. Ah, my goodness. Yes, we have one video. This is from Tom and Edna. We have one video. I have others to upload. Take your time, Tom. If you look at my videos, they're not polished. They're not great. It's just, it is what it is. You got to start somewhere. But I think if you got a great relationship and she wants to go on that YouTube journey with you, include her in it. Let her have her say in it, and both of you be comfortable. Just be yourselves. Tell your story, and do what you got to do. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? And I met some good people. I got Stone Cold in here. You got Darren in here. And I actually got to see Darren's face, so I feel a whole lot more comfortable about myself. And no disrespect, Darren, but you said that yourself over there. But now Darren's a good dude. And yeah, he's a good dude. Stone Cold, I cracks me up when Bella says you're an instigator. But Stone Cold is just, and the dude keeps it real in the way he wants to keep it real. And hey, be yourself, man. Like the genie on Aladdin said, Robin Williams, me yourself. Yeah, why not? I'm going to be myself. What did I miss? Did I miss it? No, I didn't miss anything. All right. Yep. There's Darren. Desmond, hi Darren. Yeah, James. Well, we got another troll. Thank you for you know that. But what you don't know, James W7F, I'm not bald, man. You just think I'm bald because you're ignorant. Okay? I have hair, dude. I have hair. Just because I shave it off. So I might be having a bald look, but I ain't bald, dude. There's hair there just because you can't see it. Stone Cold. Name was Samantha. Oh, is that the name, Samantha? Boy, I read that wrong, didn't I? I was reading Salmon something. So let's see, who's Samantha? You know anybody named Samantha? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't known a Samantha in years. But anyway, hey, Stone Cold, thanks, man. I don't know. I totally misread that. Wow. It doesn't matter. Tom says, Tom, is this you or is Edna with you? Are you both watching or is it just you? I don't want to be disrespectful and leave out anybody. If it wasn't for the glory of God, I would have never made it through the Gulf War. Tom? Amen, man. Amen. Put the credit where the credit's due. And thankful you're still with us, man. Because there's so many guys that, yeah, so many guys that aren't with us. So, may have been a girl. Who knows, Stone Cold? Might have been. You know, her sister's name isn't Samantha, so it wasn't her sister. And Bellis' wife's name ain't Samantha, so it ain't her. I don't know who else it would be. Who else we know of? Ain't nobody else in that mountain knows about me in this. That's somebody just patrolling. It's all good. Yeah, James, I don't know what. If you're playing casino, why are you over here? I really like Deadwood. Great series. This is from Stone Cold. PG-13, as the head rooster would say. Yeah, it was. I think it was more than PG-13 Stone Cold. Some, especially some of the early on, they cleaned it up there towards the end. But yeah, that was a good story, man. And the actors in that in Deadwood, there's some good actors in that show. I enjoyed that. I wish I had that whole series. I'd like to have that on a thumb drive so I could watch it on my television here. I'll have to look into that and maybe I can pick it up somehow. I could do DVDs too, but the thumb drive seemed to be the way to go now. I have to figure out if I could download it onto something. Oh, I got a laptop now, so I might be able to figure out how to do that. That would be cool. Tom and Edna, we saw you on James and Karen's. Hey, Tom, I would appreciate that, man. And, you know, James and Karen, people can say whatever they want about James. James is James. Karen is Karen. They're a great young couple. And they help out a lot of people, whether you guys realize it or not. They've attempted to help out a lot of people, and they have helped out a lot of people. Some people show them appreciation. Some people stab them in the back, and we're not going to get into that. Hey, that rhymes. But anyway, I had nothing but respect for them. And, you know, they help me out. And there's, even if I do my own thing or I'm not uploading videos or doing a lot on the channel or whatnot, they still encourage me and they still try to, you know, get me to stop being so lazy and doing more. You know, and they've helped out Bellis a lot. And I've helped out Bellis. Bellis has helped me out. And vice versa, and Bellis and I don't always agree and whatnot, and but we have helped each other out. You know, I don't know that we're helping out each other out too much right now, but oh, and I doubt he's even watching this now. It's probably too late. What time is it? I think he's sleeping. I don't know. If you're watching this, Bellis, hook me up with James and Karen. I'll talk to James about that. You can hook me up with that camera and that mic through James and Karen. I'll see them probably before I see you. That's all good too. But yeah, we help each other out. But I appreciate you, Tom. You know, and that's how it works. Some people follow one channel and they'll meet other people from another channel and they find out, hey, I like what he has to say. Or hey, I don't like what he has to say. Or hey, let's check it out, see what's going on. And or hey, maybe they'll support us or he'll support. Why not? That's how YouTube works. and that's what we do. And when you find good people, you stick with good people, and you help each other out. Nothing wrong with that. I will get back to Boracay, folks. Promise. We watch them all the time. Yeah, I watch them too. And I mean, I visited them many times, and we've had some good times up there. And old James, I call him a firecracker. Man, he's a live wire. That's what I say. He's like a live wire. Dude's always on the go. And poor Karen, man, Karen, you up? But hey, she goes everywhere with him. And if you guys don't know, those who watch, they had an accident the other day, Karen and Jenny Lynn, and I was watching that video. As soon as I saw, I called James up, man. Is everybody all right, man? Because I was genuinely concerned about that. And thankfully, they didn't get injured. And but that was scary to watch that. You watch me. I've had my share of motorbike accidents. I'm not a perfect rider, and I always tell people there's two types of riders: those that have been down and those that are gonna go down. That's the two type of motorbike riders in the world. But yeah, thankfully they're okay. I prayed for them, and they seem to be okay. Not because I prayed for them. Just saying. I feel that strongly about those people, and I care about them. But I appreciate you doing that, Tom, really do. And I'm glad to meet you guys, and hopefully watch your channel grow too. I think that'll be great. All branches give each other a hard time. Well, at least we're on the same page, Tom. Go Army. You guys always beat us at football, man. It kills me. Let's see. My dad was an Army chaplain, so, I grew up in the Army. Thanks, Stone Cold, for supporting. Appreciate that. He subbed you guys. I gave you guys a subscription, Tom and Edna. That's great. And that's how it works. We got some good people that come onto our live streams and onto our channels there, Tom. People like Stone Cold and Darren and Ted and because his name just popped up. But more than that, man, there's just so many people that come over and help. And Bellis goes on lots of people's channels. And you got Gino and Dazzle from Dazzle TV. You got JP. A lot of people up there in Kalibo. And now you got Levi over there towards Cataclan, the Future Farmers of Ackland. Another nice young couple. And I haven't met them in person yet. Talked to them on the video. But I still haven't been to his house yet. But yeah, that's how. I mean, it's a great little. I never thought I'd make so many friends through YouTube. I just didn't. This has turned in. This thing's grown legs that I didn't ever expect that to happen. But it is what it is. I'm still. And I don't beg anybody to do anything for my channel. I'm still not monetized. Someday I might get there. I'm still working on watch hours, but I don't like to talk about subscribers, numbers, this kind of that. And some people do. They like to get on YouTube and they like to talk about how YouTube works, and they like to act like they're experts on what you need to do and stuff. And I hear all that and I listen to all that and I take it for what it's worth. I'm just not that hard of a worker with it. But there's people like Norm and others somewhere that they watch the videos or don't even turn the volume way down, play the video just to help a brother out, and they do that. And a lot of them are doing it not even telling me. But I see it. I see what's going on when I pull up the studio and see what the watch hours are. But I got a long ways to go, folks, and it's okay. I don't need it, but I enjoy doing this. And a lot of people are like, yeah, you see, you don't need it. Well, honestly, I don't. I really don't. I was living just fine. I've been in Southeast Asia for almost 12 years, living just fine without anything from YouTube. But I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy interacting with each other, so that's why I do it. And I'm hoping that my girlfriend over here sorry, and sorry, I'm like poking her over in I didn't poke you in the eye, but I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, hopefully she'll join me, and because I want to expand the Colonels Chronicles, and make a broader scope and to bring her into it if she's ever willing, because she'll bring a whole different perspective of life and different things to the channel that I can't bring here by myself. That's just cold hard fact. Whenever you bring a second person into your channel, or you're a couple, it brings whole new dynamics. Look at Ray and Lynn. If you look at Ray's channel, it's a whole different dynamic when Lynn shows up. And it's just the way it is. But I appreciate everybody that comes in and gives me a thumbs up and says good things, I appreciate it. If you want to come in and say bad things, I'm not going to say I appreciate it, but I appreciate the comment. You know, make the comment. Help out the algorithm. That's all good. Darren says, hey, Tom, I just subbed you and Ed. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Stone Cold. I actually do know your name too, Stone Cold, but I don't put it out there to nobody. Somebody told on you. And it's all good, brother. I'm the same way. I'm called the Colonel. Some people know my name. See, Ted says, Navy SEALs are a little special too, Colonel. Well, they're in the Navy, you know? And maybe the word special, you're not interpreting it the same way I'm interpreting it. It's all good, man. I appreciate all branches, sir, and I appreciate everybody's service. You know, when I was in the military, same thing with Tom. When he was in the military, he's going to understand this statement. When I got out of the Army and I was looking for a job, I wasn't well liked. And it's crazy. You know, over a decade away from Vietnam, or yeah, it was a little over a decade away from Vietnam, and we're still getting treated like bastard children, excuse my language. But I mean, I had certain skills, and I had leadership skills and things like that. And they were like, oh, sorry, we're not going to hire you. You were in the Army. What? You know? Well, you don't have a college degree. I'm like, well, I got 3 years of college. Yeah, I didn't graduate. But I've got training over here. And I've got management, leadership skills. And I'm motivated. I'm sorry, sir. No, we're not interested. Oh, really? You know, and that's how I ended up. I did some odd jobs and stuff, and I built houses and things like that. And that's how I ended up getting into the correctional field. And there was a major riot at SEI Camp Hill in Pennsylvania, outside of Harrisburg. And I took the test, maxed that test, and lo and behold, I got into corrections. Not something I ever wanted to do. I still don't want to do it. But it turns out that I was good at it. And then I switched over to the federal system. And the rest is history. And I worked my way up to the top. Not all the way to the top that I wanted to be at, but you know, I reached levels that a lot of people don't want to go to, and I did a job most people don't want to do, but I also got to a level that most people can't. And you know, I'm proud of my service. I hated that job, but I'm proud of what I did. Because I tried to do the right thing. Some people that watch this that knew me when I was working may not agree with that, but there's other people that know me and have the respect. They understood what I was trying to do. I was trying to keep them safe. That's what I was trying to do. But that's a topic for a whole nother day. And we'll get back to Boracay, I promise. Tom says, thanks, everyone. And Ted, no slight to the Navy SEALs, man. They're special, too, but in a different way than what I was saying special. I was just dissing the Marine Corps just to be ignorant. You know, I got the utmost respect for every branch of the military. Well, I don't know about the Air Force, but Gino, I still love you, brother. But man, I just can't call myself an airman ever. He knows I'm kidding. But anyway, I'm just being silly. Let's see, Darren says, I don't mind trolls, but when they keep being disrespectful, they're kicked to the curb. Absolutely, Darren, that's all good, because I can take it to a point, and then when I get to a point, I'm just like, you know what, I'm done with you, dude, or girl, whoever you are. Bold is beautiful, baby. There you go. Darren says, that's okay. Oh, hold on, Darren, I went past it. That's okay, being disrespectful to your Aussie mate. Now you're only 2 almonds, not a kilo. Oh, man. I just blew it. Salute, Darren. Salute, Darren. Send me 2 more almonds, please. You're funny, dude. Gotta love you. That's great. We're both watching you. Oh, that's good, Tom. Edna, hello. I haven't met you in person, but I did see you in the video. And I subscribed to that video because I'm interested in what you guys have going on. Welcome to the world of YouTube. You know, yeah, be bold, be yourself, and don't worry about the trolls and the haters. Because lots of these trolls and these haters, the reason they're showing up, folks, is what I'm told. James and I were talking about this. Is that when your channel's getting out to more and more people, so then the trolls come in because you're reaching a larger audience, And when you're doing that, you're going to reach these nefarious people and the people that are just trying to, you know, do harm, or just disrupt a channel or try to get you banned or whatever. I'm not doing anything to get banned, but somebody could construe it that way, I guess, if they really wanted to. We'll see what happens. Hey James, go play your own casino. That cracks me up, Darren. That's hilarious. Tom, do you have another channel? I don't know, Darren. How many channels you got, Tom? Did you have an older channel, or is this your first one? James and Karen are a beautiful couple. This is from Darren. James and Karen are a beautiful couple, and that's why they were doing great in YouTube. Absolutely, Darren. And they're doing great in YouTube because James has figured some things out, and Karen has figured some things out, and they work together really well. They work together real well as a couple. They help each other out. She films when he's doing whatever, and he films when she's doing stuff, and it works out great. And then you got Jenny Lynn, her sister, there, and she's got her channel, and they all help each other out, and it's all good. There's nothing wrong with it. When you're trying to do something good, they're trying to do a quality video, and they're trying to put out quality content, not just coming on here and just talking just to talk, kind of like I do sometimes, but because it helps me to talk, especially when I'm here by myself and I don't have my girlfriend to talk to. She already tells me I talk too much anyway, and I know that, and I've been that way most of my adult life, the majority of my adult life, not my younger life, I wouldn't say so much, but as an adult, yeah, I talk. And hold on one second, I got to check something. She's not laughing at me for saying that, so I guess she's probably not paying any attention. Oh, now she's going to laugh. Not paying any, she's not even paying attention. That's what's really going on. I'm over here. She's doing like what she normally does when I talk. She just she tunes me out and looks at her phone. What was it? I won't tell her what. Okay, I can't comment on that little reaction there. But you want this on the camera? Is that what it's? Oh, okay. So anyway, before I get myself in trouble, where are we at? Jenny Lynn pushed Karen's head into the ground to save herself. Come on, Darren. Hold on, man. Can I I could screenshot that. I want to show James that. That's hilarious. That's not at all. What happened was Jenny Lynn was riding on the back of Karen's motorbike. This is what Darren's talking about. And when they had their mishap and their little motorbike crash, yeah, Karen, her head went halfway into the ground. Jenny Lynn, I guess, because she just kind of like went in behind her, and so the force of that, they all landed on top of each other, but nothing was on purpose. That's funny, Darren. that ain't right, but that's funny. I'd expect that from an Aussie, man. Nah, man, that's hilarious. Jenny Lynn pushed Karen's head into the ground to save herself. I gotta tell him you said that, man. That's hilarious. You probably said that on their channel. That's funny. Did you say that on Jenny Lynn's channel, Darren? Did you tell her that when she went live? I don't know if she's going. I don't know if she's gone live since then or not. I think they're okay, and I know she hurt her finger evidently, but I'm glad they're okay. Could have been a whole lot worse. Could have been a whole lot worse. I could hear James in the back. Karen. I was just like, oh my god, that is, yeah. That's why I called him right. My heart went out there. I was just like, oh my goodness, because I had one really serious motorbike accident. My bike went end over end, and it was a big bike, it wasn't a little bike, and yeah, I slid pretty far on that pavement and got tore. I still have the scars today from that accident in Thailand. Let's see. Tom and Edna said, we love James and Karen. We saw the crash. Holy cow, it scared us to death. Yeah, man, I was watching that too. And I don't scare easy. But I watched that. I'm like, oh my goodness. That's why, like I said, I mean, I didn't want to bother James. But I called him right as soon as I saw that. I was like, dude, are they okay? He's like, yeah. And I was just like, man, that was scary to watch that. And but fortunately they weren't. And I guess Karen blacked out for a little bit, she said, and it knocked her out. So yeah, that's always scary. And I told James, keep an eye on this, that, and the other, and make sure she's okay, make sure it wasn't a head injury and things like that. So, and they're doing all that. But we're happy that they're okay. We subbed to Levi. Yeah, great, Tom. Levi, man, he's got a lot going on. Or he seems like a good dude, and they're trying to have a Christian ministry along with his channel and what they're doing over there, and we'll see what happens. He's man, James. They went over and he did that video for Levi, and that video just took off. He got like 800 some watch hours off that one video. I was like, that's amazing, brother. You go, man. I just think. I mean, I was just so he's got an audience, and I think that's great. Smash the like from Darren. Yep, subscribe and hit the bell and share. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate your help, man. I try watching even when I'm working between getting loaded, but can't when I'm driving. Hey, Darren, don't set yourself up for failure, man. Pay attention to that road, man, because you guys don't drive on the correct side of the road, so I know you gotta be extra careful. I'm just kidding, man. I drove on that side of the road in Thailand, and I tell people that story. When I came here to the Philippines, I went to get my license transferred, and then I was told that no, I'm not getting it transferred. I'm getting it converted. I'm like, okay, whatever that means. I'm getting my license converted, and they saw it was a license from Thailand because my U.S. license was expired, and they made me take a driving test. Now, not a written test. They figured I was smart enough, but they made me actually go out and do the practical exam where you have to actually go out and drive. They made me drive the car, and I want a motor, so they made me drive a motorbike. And what I didn't tell the last time I was telling somebody, I had to pay twice. I paid to drive the little car, and I had to pay to drive the little motorbike. And I'm looking at the lady as she's putting that money into her purse, and I'm like, is that going to the LTO, Land Transport, or is that going to you? I didn't get an answer for that. But anyway, yeah, that's funny. But I appreciate that. We all appreciate it, Darren. Appreciate you. Appreciate Stone Cold. Everybody that's on here. And Tom and Edna are new to this channel. I appreciate them coming on. I subscribed to them earlier. It's either earlier today or yesterday. And looking for great things there from them as a couple. And they're growing. They're growing a family. So I think that's great. This is our commercial channel. The other one is what we had before. Yeah, see, I thought I recognized that, but it's all good, Tom. Don't worry about it. We'll support you. You keep doing good things, we'll support you. Darren says we don't have to worry about telling James and Karen, as I said it to them, and I stared Jenny Lynn in the face, in FaceTime about it, and they know I'm just stirring, but they laughed. Yeah, we know that, Darren. It's all good, man. Murray 18. Hey, favorite person. That must be Jen. Good evening, Jen. Hope life's treating you well. And we got to get working on that thing that we're working on. But I'll get with you in a few days about that. I'm gonna have to take a trip, I guess, up to Manila. And it is what it is. I'm gonna have to go back to San Juan Batangas, I think, and pick up that paperwork. But it's all good. Tom says, I can't wait to see what he does with his XR150. I have the same motor and want more power. Yeah, I think what he's doing, Tom, is he's upgrading the cylinder, upgrading to I think he's trying to get it up to a 250. They can do an upgrade from 150 to 250 cc. I think that's what he's trying to. He says it can be done, and that's what they're going to do, so they get more power out of that bike. Myself, my opinion, I don't care for that bike, but mainly because it's carbureted. I like the electronic fuel injection. The carburetor, it's easier to work on and do things, but I think you get the EFI is more efficient, I think, and just my opinion. And that bike's too tall for me, so I don't really care for it. But for them, it's a great bike for them to have. There might be a better bike out there, but for what they're doing right now, it works. It works fine. James just, he's got to get more hours under his belt, more experience riding, and hopefully he won't learn some of the hard lessons I learned about riding. And good Lord, the Lord will keep them safe and keep them from harm as they go through it. But yeah, for them right now, that bike's fine. But when he gets more power, he'll see what I'm talking about. I've told him, having that power to be able to get around people is a beautiful thing. And when you're riding a 114cc like I'm riding, I can get around people now, but I definitely do not have that power that I had in my Kimco AK 550. You know, it's 550 cc's. That's a huge difference compared to 114, especially when you're going to pass. Um, so he'll notice that. Let's see. Simply went, shout out to you. Yes, shout out to you also. Salute from the Colonel. Thank you for coming into the channel. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. I appreciate that. That helps beat the algorithm or get the channel out there to more people, and I'm always thankful for that. And Darren says, yeah, they just seen that bold, oh, the bald head thought, wait, hold on a second. Seen that bald head and thought he can't drive on the, oh, that bald head thought he can't drive on the right side of the road. Oh, you know, it's funny. When I went to Thailand with my U.S. license, they didn't make me take any type of test. They just automatically gave me the Thai license. Even though in the U.S., you know, we drive on the wrong side of the road compared to Thailand and Australia and some other countries around the world that just haven't learned yet. And I'm just kidding. And yeah, they didn't have any problem. But when I came here to the Philippines, they're like, oh no, you want to convert the Thai license to, oh no, you have, sir, you have to take the practical exam. I said, Mom, I haven't taken a driving test in 40 years, more than 40 years, and you're going to make me take a driving test? But anyway, I did it. I thought it was funny. You drive up this little hump, stop halfway up. If you're in automatic, doesn't matter. If you're driving manual, yeah, you got to know how. They're wanting to see if you can work that clutch. But on an automatic, what does it matter? And you go all the way straight down, and you go around the median and come straight back. I mean, it was a job. I was just like, what? Okay, do we parallel park or any? Nope, nothing. Just drive down the road, come back. It was a driving course. Just drive down, turn, come back. And then I saw the paperwork from the exam. Come on now. I wish I'd taken pictures of that. The comments that he made and the stuff he checked, I'm like, what? We didn't do any of that. You know, but you know, it's the Philippines. You got to love it. That's what they require. That's what they do, and you got to do it. You got to do and follow the laws, and you should drive appropriately. Not saying that I do all the time, but you need to follow the instructions, the regulations, follow the laws of the LTO. Because if they stop you and you're in violation, you're going to get it. You're going to get a ticket. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Let's see. I appreciate that, Darren. That cracks me up to the bald head. Yeah. Stone Cold. Why James beep his horn? In Philippines, it means someone is passing you. I believe there's a law that says when you pass, you're supposed to tap the horn when you're passing. But usually over here, if you're tapping your horn, it's to get the dogs out of your way or to let people know, hey, because what they do over sometimes, they just, on the motorbike, they just drift all over the place. And if you're trying to go around them, you know, you don't want to, you want them to know you're there. And we don't have the loud bikes like, I mean, it's not like a Harley in the U.S. You know, we always had a little sticker. Excuse me, loud pipes save lives. Because we want people in the U.S., because generally in the U.S. we're driving a lot faster. We want people to hear us. And we want people to see us and know that we're there. So, yeah, there's all kinds of reasons over here for beeping the horn. Good evening from Jen. I'm on live. Oh, okay, cool. Are you, which live are you doing? TikTok? You doing YouTube? What are you doing? Tom says, Adventures of Tom and Edna. I have a TMX Supremo we're going to use for our new sidecar. Okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with those TMXs. Well, they're durable bikes. And there's a Canadian fellow here in Iloilo. He's getting ready to go back to Canada. I believe he wants to sell his, and I would buy that thing, but just to have it, because I could see myself putting it on a sidecar, but I want a sidecar that's usable for what I want to use it for, not as a tricycle, you know, but I want to be able to haul stuff. So, but I don't really need it. If he would come down, but he's trying to get back what he spent for, because it's practically brand new. He's got like 88 kilometers on it or whatever. So I understand that, but I'm sorry, once a bike goes off the lot, it depreciates, and I'm not paying you that new price. I'd like to see him come down another 10,000 pesos, you know, from what he's asking, and I'd buy it. I'd buy it just to have a 150. It's carb rated and whatnot, and it's not meant for speed. But if you have one vehicle that breaks down, then you have another one. It has a kickstart on it. So if the electric start doesn't work, you can kickstart it. I like that. I wish my bike had that. It doesn't. Now, the Honda Trail in the US they call it, or the Honda CT 125 in Thailand, which is comparable to what I have, or it looks like my bike. It has electric and kickstart, and that's what I wish I wish Yamaha had done that, but they didn't, for whatever reason. It's okay. Oh, there we go. The expat prepper's in here. He says hello, or he's laughing, ha ha. The expat prepper, welcome, man. My bike here in the Philippines, Bristol 400. There you go. That's got some power. Compared to my bike, every bike has power. But, mine gets the job done. But I tell you, that Kimco AK550, I love that bike. I didn't like the plastic on it. But the power and the handling of the bike was just amazing. It was just a little bit heavy for me. 230 kilos. That was just getting too heavy for me. PH Expert Prepper says, not too big, but has comfort. Okay, yeah. Simply went, okay, watching from Florida. Man, I love living in Florida. I lived in Florida before I went to Thailand. I was in Lake County. It was great. I could be on either coast. One coast, the Daytona side, and an hour to the Gulf side, Gulf of America side, hour and a half. It was great. I love living there. Are you comfortable? I'm glad she's comfortable because she's like, yeah, I'm glad you're comfortable. Oh well, you can't see this, so I'm not going to show you, but I'm glad she's comfortable. Oh boy, get myself in trouble. I need to be quiet. Tom says, I want a little more power for the sidecar. Yeah, I got a parts price list for 65.5 pesos, 65,500 pesos. Hey, that sounds like a deal to me, man. I was told in San Juan Batangas, their type of tricycle, which is totally different than here in Panay, and totally looks different, and it looks different than the ones over on Piccolo too. They would you can get one for like 75,000, the whole rig. So I guess it depends but a lot of those, it's all stainless steel. They're sidecars. They make them all out of stainless steel, so it costs a little bit more. Lab 2000. Okay, Tom, I missed something there. Tom. That's all right. Yeah, Darren says there's PH. Yeah, expat preppers in the house. My trikes are 150cc, but they work. Yeah, I think 150cc for a trike is fine. Baracos, yeah. Yep. Is that the? That's not a Kawasaki. Hi, Darren. I'm talking to myself, folks. Sorry. Yeah, I had to do this from Darren. Yeah, I had to do a driving test when I went for my B/double license after driving a single trailer license for 30 years. Oh, you're driving the double trailer, so okay. We want you to be safe, man, because we want to be safe out there too. Jen says, okay, favorite person, enjoy your live. I'm busy now. Yeah, hey, take care of your live stream, girl. See you, Marie, 18. I like to say that's her age, but I know better. PH, expat prepper, my Philippines license. Piss in a pot away, take a pic, done. Okay, I'm not even going to comment. I had to do a little more than that. Colorblind, but the health part was kind of interesting. Thanks for joining, Colonel, and have a blessed evening. Marie 18. Yeah, thanks, Darren, for this support. That's an old friend of mine. In the U.S., had a 1600cc V-twin. There you go. Hey, my biggest bike was back when Yamaha was trying to market the Star Motorcycles brand, trying to change their name to Star Motorcycles, and they had the Roadliner and then they had the Raider. I had both of those bikes, and they market them as 1900s. They're actually like 1864 cc's is what they were. Huge bikes and incredible amount of power. And that Roadliner, I called that the Cadillac because it was so smooth. And I put a Power Commander 3 on it, and I put double 3-inch straights on the exhaust all the way back to the back. Man, that was a nice bike, and had it tuned up on the dyno and everything. That was nice. And then I bought that Raider, and I called it the Hot Rod because it was the same motor, but it was tuned a little bit differently, and that thing could go. Now I was keeping up with the sport bikes. You know, we call them crotch rockets or whatever. But I was keeping up with them. They're catching up to some of them, and they were like, "Man, how you doing that?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, because I was speeding, you know, but because this bike can." I'm sitting here on like a stretched out pro street cruiser, catching up and overtaking a sport bike, and they just blew their mind that you. And I'm not going to tell you how fast I was going, but it was not legal. Just put it that way. Expect prayer, yeah, too big to be honest. Yeah, you know, we don't need all that, but you learn that coming over to Asia that you don't need all that. But I sure enjoyed the heck out of them. I'm sure you did too. Let's see, Thomas says my TMX new 76,000 out the door, and my new stainless steel sidecar is 30K. So you know, just over 100K. That's not bad, man. 76K. I thought I saw them here in Iloilo for cheaper than that. But you got the TMX, the Supremo, so maybe it was more. But I still thought they were 60. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Darren says, I'm driving road trains and B doubles, Colonel. Well, now, see, that you're using Aussie language here now, Darren, so we got to try to translate that to our mutt language, American English. Driving road trains, so I'm assuming those are the double trailers, or maybe longer. Are you running 3 trailers? I see some crazy stuff on the road on videos and stuff that I'm like, holy smokes. 34.5 meters long, 120. Yeah, that's huge, man. That's huge. Let's see, 79,000 is the MSRP. Okay, Tom. I don't know what I'm talking about then. I just thought I saw something. Maybe I didn't. So back to Boracay. I'm at the end, so let's go back to Boracay. Let's talk about some of the negatives. There's a lot of positive about Boracay. It's beautiful. Lots of food, lots of places to eat. But some of the negatives. It's so crowded at Station 2. If you want to go eat at nighttime, good luck. You're going to wait at most places. The places that you're not going to wait at are probably the places that you don't really want to eat at. Just be honest. There's a reason why people aren't eating there. That's the way I look at things from the restaurant business. However, if you want to go to the places where it seem to be popular and where the food's really good and people are going, and I tell you what, we ate some where the food was good. Tres Amigos was good food. You know, that Christina's Cafe was good food. My friends told me the food over there where they were eating Sea Breeze or whatever was good food. And they ate at Mesa, and he was okay with that. But it's expensive if you're used to eating street food, which I'm not. That's not what I eat all the time. So some people would say if they're used to eating inexpensively in the Philippines, they're going to look at Boracay. Man, it's crazy expensive. And some of the places are. I looked at some of the seafood prices and some of the restaurants, and I just shook my head and said, well, we're not going in there because I refuse to pay that because I know it's not worth it. And but you got to remember where you're at. You're in a touristy location, so the prices are automatically going to be inflated because they're getting a lot of tourists in there from all over the world. And I will say this, I heard more Russian and more European speaking people that I've seen in the Philippines since I've been here. They're all at Boracay and at Station 2. And not that there's anything wrong with that. I was just like, okay, this is where all the Europeans go. And probably where most people go, except for me because it wasn't important to me, but I went this time. Now I can say I've been there and I can comment about it. So the lines to get into some of the restaurants where you had to wait in line to get in, just about everywhere. And poor thing, we went into KFC, not where we wanted to go, but we ended up going there because like, okay, let's just get something quick, get some chicken and rice. 30 minutes later, we were finally getting our stuff and able to leave KFC. It was one of the worst experiences of KFC I've ever seen. It was crazy, and even it was busy, and people cutting in line in front of me, and that was a whole nother thing. And she was embarrassed because I stepped to these ladies and said something because I'd had enough. Because they weren't just cutting in front of me, they were cutting in the people in front of me, and they were cutting in front of all the people behind me. So Nobody else is going to say, they're not going to, another Filipino's not going to say something to another. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to say it, and I did. And I'm sorry I did after I did. That's the way it always is. But at the time, I'm not sorry. I'm doing it, and I just do it. So anyway, so the long lines, that's a negative. But I think the food was good most of the places. The other negatives, you get tired of the hawkers out there all the time. How do they say it? She's not good. They're in your face with the pictures. Seafood, sir? Sir, seafood? Sir, seafood? Seafood, sir? And what's the other one? Helicopter ride.
Island hopping.
Huh?
Island hopping.
Yeah, island hopping. Island hopping, sir. Island hopping. Maybe tomorrow, island hopping, sir. No, we have something planned already with our friends. We're good, we're good. And you know what? I didn't get upset at any of them. But internally, I'm just like, man, I'm so sick of having people shove stuff in my face. I felt like I was back in Thailand. So my initial impression of Boracay was, I'm in Thailand again. I'm on the island of Phuket. I'm in Patong, not so much. Mainly Patong is where you see all the touristy stuff going on. You got Walking Street, Bangla Road, which is their version of Walking Street from Pattaya. But I felt like I was back in Thailand, except that everybody was speaking English. Well, even in Thailand, like in Patong tourists, they're going to speak English to you. Only here in the Philippines, you can understand them a whole lot better. But yeah, that was great. She got a kick out of that. Island hopping, sir. She was even imitating. She's Filipino, and she was imitating them. It was island hopping, sir. And but anyway, it was something else. I got tired of that. So you get tired of that. People always in your face because they're like every 10 feet with their little cards and little pictures and wanting to give you tours and this, that, and the other. And then if you stay at the Henan there, or however you say it, Henan, the little map and stuff they gave me at the beginning, if you open up the one page, it lists all the things to do on Boracay. And it has their prices. So you don't even have to go to, you don't even have to talk to those people out there. You can go right through the hotel, apparently, and do all that. And we went on the little ride around the island and just check out the little sites. And my friends, Quagmire, Mark, I call him Quagmire, him and his girlfriend set up for us. And what we found out when that was all said, and we paid 100 pesos more if we'd gone through the hotel. And they were staying at that hotel also. If we'd gone through the hotel, we could have saved 100 pesos, which no big deal. But it's just the principle of it is, hey, you don't. And the hotel is trying to tell you, hey, don't go to the people out on the street or out there on the beach because they're not certified. You don't know what their game is or what they're doing. You go through the hotel, concierge or whatever, and excuse me, I got a cough. Go through them and they'll, because they certify the trips and stuff. Let's see. So can you get me some more, please? I'm running on my drink. Water's fine too. Road trains. Hold on a second.
You want warm or cold?
No, I need cold, please. Always cold for me. Hold on. Here we go. Darren says, I cart 10 tons of almond kernels per load, and I do 15 loads a day. Oh my goodness, Darren! No wonder you have access to almonds, brother. Man, that's a lot of almonds, man. I can't even fathom that. That's amazing. That is amazing. How many of them are going to the Hershey factory in Hershey, Pennsylvania, for their chocolate with almonds? Excuse me, I got to take a drink of water. Oh, that tastes good. This is from Tom and Edna. What area would you recommend for a family to hang out there? If you're talking on Boracay, I think if I had to do it all over again, and I don't care about all the extra activities, if I just wanted to go for the beach and the water, I would go up further. With Station 3, I would go up to the other beaches where it's less crowded and less commercial. And I might even go to a beach even further. I know Rock and Jazz went to another beach. I think it was called Puka Beach, I think it's called. There was like no one there, one or two people. That's what I would suggest. But it all depends. If you want to experience all the lively stuff, the parasailing, the jet skis, the party boats, the whatever, the crystal kayak, which is just clear plastic kayak. Uh, the paddle board, you want to do all that. That's all there at Station 2. And you can probably get it other places too, but it's real crowded there. All that's there. And there's families there. You can take a family there. It just depends what you like. I don't like crowds, so it's not my thing. But other people, they love it. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's different. Darren says, road trains is prime mover, then one trailer, then a short dolly, then another trailer, 46 wheels. Wow. I'd like to see that. Darren says, okay, Colonel, I'm out, as I have to start work in 4 hours' time. Catch you next time, mate, and I will put your name on your two almonds. On your two almonds so no one will eat your two almonds. Man, bro, I tell you, yeah, that warms my heart, man. Thank you so much for that, for my two almonds. Yeah, just engrave it on there, the Colonel. Yeah, and I don't mean almond kernel. It's just, I appreciate it. Make sure Jenny Lynn knows that 2 of those almonds are for me. I appreciate that, man. I feel all warm and fuzzy about that. Tom says, bye, Darren. There says, Australia is the second biggest almond growers in the world. You know, Darren, before you told me, I did not know that. I did not know that. Are you guys doing pistachios there too? I know Brazil, they have pistachios. Boy, I guess I've been talking too long. I'm starting to have to drink more. See, Tom, Darren says. But yeah, that's. See, you learn something new. Learn stuff on YouTube all the time. Learn stuff from talking to different people. Stone Cold says, if I dream about almonds, that's funny. Drowning in the almond kernels. I can't get out. I can't get out. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Do you still support Trump after what he said, citizen first and not legal alien? Well, Kick Max, I don't know you, so you're coming into my live stream just with a political question, trying to draw me into something. I'll just turn that around and ask you, what do you support? I don't even know if you're an American, so I don't even know if you're qualified to ask a question like that. Tom says, we don't go to crowded places, but we can handle it for a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of how I am, Tom. The crowds and all that stuff gets old to me after a while. But honestly, there in Borka, it's not too bad. And it's mainly really at nighttime when it's crowded, around dinner time and stuff. But it wasn't too bad. It's like you're not bumping into people all the time, but yeah, it's a little bit too crowded for me. What do you think? Too crowded? Yeah, she says it was too crowded too. Honda Supremo is 78,000 new. I was asking 50. Seems fair. Ah, that's my man. Is that my Canadian friend? 50's good, man. We'll have to talk again. I thought you were asking more than that. Because that bike's like pristine. There you go, folks. Are you still selling that? Or are you going to keep it or take it back like what you told me? Because I might be interested in that, man. Allison, yeah, I might be interested in that. Huh. I got to come over there. You still at well, I don't want to tell people where you live, but you still in the same place? I think I saw your bike there the other day. Yeah, we got to... I'll have to get with Mark. We got to touch base so we can. Let me know when you're heading back. You told me, but I don't remember. Yeah, that's more than fair. Way more than fair. I thought you told me something different than that, so I apologize. Google Road. This is Darren's. Google Road Trains in Australia. Oh, Google Road Trains in Australia, Colonel. And you will see the size of the road trains. Yeah, I believe I've seen them. I just didn't realize. I didn't realize that was in Australia. I don't know why. I think I probably thought it was India or something. I don't know, man. Forgive me for that. Good price. Yeah, that's an outstanding price. Yeah. Don't sell that yet, man, until you talk to me. Yeah, I'm interested in that, man. I told you before I was interested, but I'm even more interested now at that price. I thought they were cheaper than that, so that's my bad. You probably told me. Maybe I wasn't listening. I apologize for that. U.S. is the biggest growers, but you're running out of water. Dude, they're not running out of water. They're just not giving them access to the water. You know what I mean? That's craziness. That running out. That's what they want to tell them, but that's like saying there's the U.S. doesn't have oil. We have oil underground all over the place, but we have a lot of capped wells. And why? It was to keep the price up. In California, I don't even want to talk about politics in California and some of the ecological stuff they do in California. Because they're scared of some little fish. Give me a break. You know, this is unbelievable. I don't believe in abusing the environment, but making a little fish more important than the rest of society, you gotta get your priorities are messed up. And in California, that's a lot of their issues. Their priorities are messed up. You got forests burning, houses burning, people losing their whole life saving because they're losing their houses and everything because you don't know how to manage your forests. You don't understand forest management. You don't understand controlled burns. You don't understand getting rid of excess debris in your forest because you're worried about, oh, I'm going to take away the habitat of the little bunny rabbit or whatever. Those bunny rabbits will find somewhere else to go or to go in the ground or whatever you want to use the excuse. I'm taking away their habitat. No, you're burning off extra debris that's going to be cause people to lose their livelihood, their lives, or their homes, or a whole forest because you don't know how to manage your forest excess brush. Because there's not people camping out there and gathering up firewood and things like that. Because they probably have regulations about that. You're not allowed to do that. Back in the day, we used to self-manage because we did more outdoorsy stuff. And we were cooking on fires or whatever stuff outside more in America than what they do now. Because it's over-regulated by the politicians. It's ridiculous. I sound like James now. I better stop. Let's see. Tom says, we watched the video of you cooking a turkey at James and Karen's. Watched it twice. Yeah, I did that as a gift for them, mainly for James, because I knew he'd been over here for a year and a half, and he hadn't had a traditional Thanksgiving, and I hadn't either for a while, to be honest. And just wanted to do something nice for them. Maybe teach Karen something different too, because that girl knows how to cook, but I know she had never cooked a turkey before. There ain't nothing to cook in a turkey, really, to be honest. But that's why we did that, and we enjoyed it. Having some good fellowship over a holiday. And, yeah, it was great. And thanks for watching that. I appreciate that. Now we have to know who is the #1 almond producer. I thought he said the U.S. grows the most. I don't know that to be true. As I said, it took so long to get the ORC. I kind of feel attached to it now. I'm heading back in May. Hey, it's your bike, brother. But if you need someone to take it off your hands and it helps you out by doing that, I might seriously be interested in that. And yeah, the ORC, that shouldn't have taken so long to get. If you got it from a dealer, that shouldn't have taken that long at all. But I know about all that. And yeah, it's a pain in the neck. For those of you who don't know, when you buy a bike over here, you get 24 hours. You get to ride it home. I mean, you can't take it anywhere else until you get the ORC, which you'll get is a photocopy, or whatever ORC. Then you can take that photocopy and you can drive around. But then you're still waiting for the original to receive that, and then it's totally legit. And that takes a little bit longer. The photocopy, usually I think like 3 weeks you can get it, depending on your LTO, your Land Transport Office. But no one's, I think it's about 2 or 3 weeks. But hey, Al, if I see you, or if you see me, let's talk again, man. And but if you're attached to it, keep it. But that's a clean bike, folks. I mean, I'm impressed with that. Every time I go over there and I see that, I talk to Mark. I'm like, man, I'd like to buy this thing, but I don't know if I want to pay, you know, what I thought he was asking for. It. He put on there 50,000. I'm like, I thought you wanted more than that, my friend. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with what you're asking for that price. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's a very fair price. Darren says, America Stone Cold. So there, Darren verified it there, Stone Cold. That would have been my guess. I hadn't thought about it, to be honest. And when you said Australia number, I just assumed it was some other country was number one, not the U.S. That's amazing. But what's amazing is how many. I just can't fathom that many almonds that you're hauling there, Darren. That's incredible. Colonel, you're running out of water for almonds as they need 1 inch of water every 3 days. Yeah, Darren, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is there's water available for them, but they're cutting it off because of their different regulations and different. It's not just about rainfall. They have watersheds and reservoirs and stuff that they can get water, but the state government there, man, they're brutal. The stuff that they think is important. So they're killing off one industry to satisfy something else. And I don't know. It just seems crazy to me. Can you explain how the insurance works here? The dealership says it's part of the LTO registration. Okay, I'm getting into an area that I'm not an expert on. But yeah, when evidently, now those of you that are here in the Philippines longer than me and have dealt with this more than me, please chime in and correct what I'm saying. It's probably going to be wrong. But yeah, part of the registration, you get a required insurance along with that when you're buying a new bike or whatever. But you got to check the dates on it because I think I forget how long. What's it? 3 years on the insurance? Do you know? She doesn't know. Yeah, so you just got to check the dates on it. And thanks for saying I need to check my paperwork too to see when it's due. Well, it's a little bit different here. It's definitely different than Thailand. Thailand, you have to get your insurance before you can renew it. They won't renew it. But what's nice about it is just there's a little office there at their motor vehicle, LTO over there too, Land Transportation Office. There's a little insurance place right there. You just go there, you pay they punch it in, and you pay them the money, and you take that, and you go get your registration renewal. You also have to get an inspection after so many years. You have to get your vehicles inspected. And motorbikes, I think you got to get them. I think motorbikes is like one of them's like after 4 or 5 years, the other one's after 7 years, something like that. I think my pickup truck was after you're good for 7 years in the inspection, but after that, then you got to get it inspected every year or something like that. But over here, I don't want to. Yeah, I can't speak on that because I haven't dealt with it a whole lot. Because when you're buying it, well, let's see, my Kimco. I don't think how that worked. It came with it when I bought it, so you paid for that when I bought it. Is how that worked. And then I didn't have it long enough to have to do anything with it after that. So I'm sorry, I can't explain that more to you. I can research it and I can find out for you. You can get with me and we can talk about it. I have a friend that does know about it, and the driver that took us up to Boracay, he's related. He's got relations to LTO, and that's how we get our information. He can find out for us exactly what we need to do. Let's see. Been here in the Philippines since June 2025. You should be all right, man. We have lived in different places. Edna took me to her province. I wouldn't change my life out there for anything. The simple life is beautiful to me. I don't remember, Tom, what province is she from? I don't remember. Darren says Australia is only 100 million tons of almonds behind America, but we are catching up quickly, and by 2030, Australia would be the biggest almond growers. That's fantastic, man. That's a lot of stinking almonds, man. 100 million tons. That's just the difference right now. Man, that's incredible. 2030. So in 4 years, y'all will be caught up and passing the U.S. And that's a shame for the U.S. because that's a no-brainer. Why are you allowing your armor production to be damaged because you want to have policies about controlling watersheds and controlling water? It's ridiculous. Let the land alone. Let it be what it was before. Stop trying to control something that you didn't create and you didn't have control over to begin with. I'm running out of water too. Tom says, my ADV 160 is 3 years. Okay, so you're looking at it. On my TMX is 3 years. Okay. Future Farmers Act, and if I can subscribe twice a week. Hey, brother, Levi from Future Farmers Act. We were talking about you earlier, man. We're talking about your channel. And we were talking about Tom and Edna because he's starting up a commercial channel there. And so I pinned him down at the bottom. If you don't mind, Tom, I'm gonna put Levi down there. He gets pinned a lot by James and Karen, but we're gonna help them out too. Yeah, Future Farmers of Ackland. There he is down there. I didn't get to see your live today, man. I was doing other things. But yeah, just check out what they're doing. That guy, his chickens are putting out some serious eggs right there. But I like how he grades them. I was watching a video where he's grading the eggs, weighing them. Got a little scale where the egg just sits right in there, doesn't roll up. I thought it was cool. I'm like, man, I'd like to do that someday. But I won't be doing it here. I'll tell you that. And he doesn't want me to do it here. But yeah, check out their channel, Future Farmers of Ackland. They got some stuff going in. It's hydroponics with the lettuce and stuff. It's just amazing. Robert, welcome. Hey there, Darren. I live Brisbane. I had my own transport for 15 years carrying meat. Then 20 years charter fishing boat captain for 20 years. Then back to driving, carrying meat, then retired. Cheers. Yeah, Robert, you've been a busy man, dude. You've got a busy life. But I appreciate seeing you in here again. That's great. Yeah, we're doing good here. 17 thumbs up. That's great. If you're in here and you haven't hit the thumbs up, thanks for being here. Give me that thumbs up, and that helps out get this live stream out there into the world to more people. Where am I at here? There we go. Yeah, Alice says, I would love to ride with you sometime to get some experience from a pro. I wouldn't call myself a pro, man, but I've ridden for years, but and I've learned a lot. I don't know about being a pro, man. I don't know about all that now. I have a lot of experience, but I still make mistakes. I'm not gonna lie to you. And riding on two wheels is serious business. It ain't no joke. Mangaterm Research, north of Angeles City. Okay. Excuse me. Levi says, Future Farmers of Ackland. That's Levi. Where have you been, Darren? Hi, Levi from Tom and Edna. Stone Cold Darren. Mods on 20 channels, Levi. He is in high demand. So Stone Cold. Stone Cold's trying to be modest. Oh my goodness, there's my brother Rock. Rockalo in the house. Did you just wake up, Rock? They're getting ready for their nightly live stream, probably. What's up, Colonel from Rock? Colonel, I just got back from Boracay, brother. I'd have loved to come over there and see you guys in Rojas City again, but I was with another couple and from here in Iloilo, and he was setting up the transportation and whatnot, and I got the girlfriend with me, so we needed to come back home here because she heads back in a couple of days over to Leyte. And but yeah, we're just talking about Boracay, and you guys did everything over there. It looks like, I'm just letting people know the pros and the cons from my perspective, and yeah. So I'm not all happiness and light about Boracay. I just put it that way. But I did tell him, I think the name of that beach you were at was Puka Beach, where there was less people. And if I ever go back to Boracay, I'm going to go where there's less people. I did what I did at Station 2 because I wanted to stay in a really nice hotel, which we did, and I wanted to see what was going on. So I did it. I saw it. I don't need to do it again. I'm good. It's beautiful in Boracay. I ain't gonna lie. The beach is beautiful. I wasn't happy about the algae bloom that was going on, but it is what it is. And the water was too cold for me. But it's still a beautiful island. Getting sleepy? Yeah, it's getting sleepy. I need to. Yeah, been over 2 hours already. But Rock, it's good to see you, man. Say hi to Jazz for me. And I'm sorry I wanted to introduce the girlfriend, but she's still not ready yet, so we're not going to push it, and that's up to her. And I'm just getting a kick out of people still wondering about her. I think they think I got an imaginary friend over here. That's what I think, and I very well may have, but I don't. She's real. She's 100% real, and I can't act that good, folks. So, but it's good to see you, Rock. We were talking about you earlier. Now in Canada, I have a policy card and a policy number is carried with me. That's for the insurance. Yeah, do you have that here? They just have paperwork here. Is the way it works here. I guess that probably depends on the company, but for the mandatory and what I've seen that you get when you buy the vehicle, it's a piece of paper showing that you paid. Hey Tom from Levi. Hi Rock from Tom. And Levi says, I know I just meant hauling almonds. Okay. Riding in the Philippines is a different skill level than riding in North America. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in Canada, it's even different than in the U.S. I remember I was impressed driving through Canada. I don't know if they still do this. You can tell me. But when I drove through Canada, I remember if you come up behind somebody, they would just drift over to the shoulder and let you drive by. And I thought that was the coolest thing because I was like, Americans ain't going to do that. They're not going to get out of your way. Most of them, they're not going to get out of your way. Some people do. But in Canada, it's like they have this big shoulder side of the road, and most people are driving down the lane, but then they would just drift over the shoulder and say, hey, you go ahead on, carry on with your bad self, drive as fast as you want. So I had, I respected the Canadians for that. Yeah, Rockalo, that's Rock and Jazz says hi to Tom and Edna. Levi says, you need to stop by the farm. Yeah, next time. I couldn't this time, Levi, because I had other people with me. Puka Beach is great. Yeah, Levi, I'll promise you, man, Lord willing, I'm going to get there. This trip wasn't the trip to do that. What I have to do is to go up on the bike. I have to make a 2-day trip out of that. Stop in Kalibo or with James and Karen and then come on over there. But James and Karen, they're so busy. We'll see what happens. But I need to do that on a even in a van, man. A 5-hour trip. I was hurting. The arthritis was hurting. My knee was hurting. My hips were hurting. Yeah, it's just not. I just can't travel like I used to. We did talk about getting a helicopter back to Iloilo. I don't know if my friend was joking or not, but he said he was serious. He was looking into it, and I told him a little helicopter story. We got a kick out of that, and. But I said, oh, that would have been funny if we had a helicopter fly. I said, I'd love to live stream or at least show some of that just because some people would think it was funny. I know I would. Collab would be great. Yeah, the Colonel in the future. Yeah, we'll see you there, Stone Cold. I definitely want to go up there. I don't know if I'll be staying on Panay or not. And I do like this island, but I kind of fell in love with Leyte when I was over there too, because it's beautiful. It's just the people in Leyte are a little bit different than over here. The people over here are so laid back. Leyte, they're a little more intense about things, and some of it things that they don't need to be intense about, but they are anyway, just because that's just the way they are. Australia also grows almonds, macadamias, walnuts, pecans, pistachios, chestnuts, and hazelnuts. And that's the order of the most grown is Australia. There you go. I like some walnuts now. I like pecan, macadamia. I like all those. Chestnuts, I'm okay. Not so much, but all the rest of them, I love all those. I guess I'm just a nut. Or I love nuts. I don't know. That don't sound right either. But anyway, you know what I'm getting. Rock says, we seen the girlfriend chat. She's oh, yeah, Rock. Thanks, Rock. Yeah, Rock's telling you they've seen her. Rock's seen her. Well, he's seen a photo of her anyway, and she's real. Yeah, she's real. Are you real, sweetheart? Are you real or are you fake? Are you plastic? Are you Maybelline? Are you real or are you Maybelline? She says she's fake. Nah, she's real. Oh boy. Thanks for that, Rock. She is real. I thought this trip maybe we would reveal, but it's not time yet, folks. It's not time yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Can we show them a hand? Can we show them a hand? See? She's real. See that? She's real, folks. That's all you. There you go, Stone Cold. Let's show them again. Show them the hand again. See that? That's real. That's my hand. This is her hand. She's real. And she's Filipina because I have a small hand. Her hand's smaller than mine. So thank you for that, sweetheart. Wow. Wow. Look at that. We were privileged. We got to see like my girlfriend. You didn't get to see what you wanted to see, but you got to see. That's cute. You got to see the hand. She's special. That's great. Levi says, I feel like I could learn a lot from the Colonel. I think that's likewise, Levi. We can learn a lot from each other. I did some farming. I don't call myself a farmer, but I did do some farming in Thailand. And, but dude, yeah, you know I want to come over there. I just haven't been able to do it yet. We'll get it worked out, man. Let's see. Australia produces, from Darren again, produces 150 trillion tons of almond. There's the number I was looking. 150 trillion tons. Think about that. Man, I think that could, how many times, Darren, can them stretch around the world, man, if we put them end to end? That'd be a nice bit of minutia. That's a lot. That's 150 trillion tons of almonds, folks. Yeah, 150 trillion tons. That's incredible. Levi says, we're headed to Iloilo this weekend. Dude, really? All right, well, hit me up, okay, if you want. If you want. And, I see a trip to SNR maybe. Who knows? But I would love to meet you guys in person. And I want to come up there and see everything you got going on. I may even help you pick up eggs and stuff, man, to be honest. I love doing stuff like that. Darren says, sorry, Levi, but it's hard for me when you are live as I can't comment when I'm driving. Yeah, Darren, we don't want to do that, man. But I think just, if you're just there. But if you're driving, dude, especially them big rigs that you're driving, holy smokes, I don't want you doing anything else but driving, man. Stay safe, brother. Tom says, heading to bed. Good night, all. Hey, Tom, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate that. You and Edna both. And looking forward to seeing more on your channel and helping you guys out if we can. Appreciate you being here, man. Have a good night. Get some rest. I'm going to be closing this out here soon, too, because I've gone way longer than I planned, and she's getting sleepy, too. Oh, she's still awake. I thought she was sleeping. I have you on, but can't comment. Yeah, Levi, he's got you on there, but he can't comment. But he can still listen to what you're saying, so that's still showing support, even though he can't comment. He's just watching you is helping you out. Alice said, got hit with food poisoning last week. Oh, my goodness, man. Wow, I hope you're all through that and all better. Drink a lot of water, eat some yogurt, get those probiotics back up. I understand, Darren, just yanking your chain. Levi. Levi's a youngster too, Darren. You gotta remember that. He ain't from our generation. Man, it's all good. Let's see. Matter of fact, I think I got a son that's Levi's age, I think, or older. I got a son older than Levi, I believe. Got a daughter his age. I screenshotted the first time. Okay. Happiness looks good on you, Colonel. Thanks, Rock. Yeah, she makes me happy. And everything ain't perfect. Is it perfect? She's not going to answer that question. That was a setup right there. But, everything, it's just like any other relationship. Is anybody's relationship perfect? No. But some people will say theirs is, but there's always something there, But that's part of being mature, part of working through a relationship and whatnot, learning about each other. But yeah, so far, I'm happy. She keeps me happy, right? You keep me happy? Yeah, she keeps me happy. She's laughing over there. She's giggling. Thanks, Rock. I appreciate the support, man. But thank you for that. Uh, I would take, look, yeah, you see, there we go. I'll take anything that helps this mug. I'll take anything that makes me look better, man. Because if I could get the facelift, yeah, get my teeth fixed, yeah, I might look. I don't know. Never considered myself a handsome man, but it's all good. Levi's laughing at Stone Cold. Darren, yeah, Stone Cold Colonel has a a dummy hand and trying to convince everyone. Don't put the finger. She's laughing too. Nah, that was real, folks. That was the real deal. Trust me. That was the real deal. She's got cute little hands. But anyway, yeah. I choose to joke before I go to a restaurant and it's just you. I'm like, no, me and my imaginary girlfriend right here. See, and the hostess at the restaurant be looking at me like, what? I said, yeah, you don't see her? you know what I mean? But now I got somebody real, so I can say, yeah, it's two. I'm used to saying it's one. But anyway, that's funny, Darren. I love it. That's great. Uh, we got the neck and hand on file. Yeah, you're getting her piece by piece. They got the neck from the photo. I put the question mark. That's funny. Well, at least you got to see the color of the skin, okay? So yeah, she's what was it, Morena? She's Morena. Yeah, but I love it. It's great. I don't want her to be white like me. That's scary. I look like Casper the Ghost. All right, that's funny. I'm still laughing at what you said, Darren. That's hilarious. That's great. Yeah, pretty soon there, Stone Cold. You might be able to piece it all together. I don't know. I gotta be careful now. You guys are keeping track. Al says I got a great Filipina. They are special. Yeah, good for you, man. Levi says you're pretty handsome there, but better looking than most of these older foreigners here. I don't know, Darren. You got something to say about that? I know Stone Cold will have something to say about it. I don't know. But see, Stone Cold puts a picture up there. I don't think that's him. Man, I'm just messing with you guys. Darren said, okay, I'm out now. I'm out now. You're a pain in the butt keeping me here. See everyone and have a blessed one, everyone. Hey, Darren, don't eat all the almonds, man. You gotta have some almonds left by the time you get to your destination, okay? So don't eat all the product, okay? There's no way. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't have any teeth left if you're eating all those almonds. Take care of yourself, Darren. Get some rest, man. Let's see. I'm down to. Oh, God bless you, Darren. Drive safe. Okay, we're down to the bottom again. So back to Boracay. I think I pretty much covered it. The negatives, the positives. If you want to meet a lot of Europeans, go to Boracay right now. They're there, and it's fine. If you want to see women wearing swimwear that they shouldn't be wearing, go to Boracay now. They're there, and and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying some people they have no shame in their game. God bless them. I mean, if that's what they're into. I mean, I didn't even take my shirt off. That's how I'm getting. With my mature man bob, I don't even want to take my man bod. I don't even want to take my shirt off. The other thing too, some people know I got tattoos, and I try to be respectful of some people, even though tattoos are kind of acceptable nowadays. Back when I was getting them in America, they weren't as acceptable as they are now. So I still, for some reason, that affects me a little bit, and I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to show that I'm something I'm not or whatever. But yeah, I got a few tattoos. We'll just leave it at that. And but you can't see them. Can't see them. Can't see them. If I stretch my arms up, you can see a couple of them. Yeah, you can see one there. But Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there you can see. You can see a little bit of another one. And people that have been looking close, depending what shirt I'm wearing, might have seen another one. But anyway, yeah, I try to be respectful. But I swam with my shirt on. Plus, the water was cold, man. Uh, Hold on a second. Hold on, Darren's doing something here. I thought you were going to sleep, man. Let's see. Al says the Colonel got a great vibe. Thanks for your positive attitude. Hey, thanks, Al, man. And dude, seriously, if you're not too attached to that motorbike and you want to unload it, it might just be better to keep it, man. But if you want to unload, I'm seriously interested in that for that price point because I know what that bike. I know what you have, man. I admire it every time I'm over there. I mean, it is what it is. It's not. It is what it is. It's a TMX, you know. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with it for getting around town. Darren says, it's okay, Colonel. I got a screenshot of your picture on the front door, and it keeps us straight. Man, I appreciate that. I don't think the cats appreciate it, but, you know, they're probably coming up and urinating on it, probably to mark that. They're marking the Colonel there at your door. That's funny, man. Crack me up. I hope you have nightmares tonight, man. See you, Levi. No, I'm just kidding. I can say, yeah, Levi's laughing at you, Darren. Keep laughing, Levi. I somewhat know where you live a little bit. See you, Stone Cold, and keep the Colonel guessing about us Aussies. Dude, I've met enough people from Australia. I don't need to guess about you yahoos. And I know more about Aussie than I need to know. But you guys crack me up, actually. I'm still laughing. Best thing that came out of Australia, though, was this music group that I like, which now they've kind of fallen away a little bit because of what happened with one of their. I don't even want to mention them now. But Darren, sleep in and do 10. There you go. All right, folks. So we were talking about Boracay. I think I'm just about done with Boracay. It was beautiful. Some negative. Tired of the people always in your face trying to get you to spend money that you don't want to spend. But overall, you say it was a good experience or bad experience? It's good. She says it's good, and we had a good time. Spent some time with each other. As everything was not perfect about the Boracay trip, and honestly, I don't need to do it again. If I lived in Kalibo, maybe I'd go to Boracay more often. But I would stay away from the crowds and just do my own thing. But for once in a while, for somebody like me to go once in a while and stay in a super nice, because I was in a super nice hotel, and as a vacation, I think it's okay. Excuse me one second. I think once in a while it's okay. I know Gino loves it there, and a lot of it depends what you like and where you want to, and where you stay at. But for me now, I think I want to stay away from the crowd. I've seen it. I know it's there now. I confirmed what I already thought, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to talk bad about Boracay. There's some things that some people may not like, some things I don't like, but I'm not going to talk bad about Boracay itself because it's beautiful. The beach is beautiful there. Now, having said that, I've seen beautiful beaches in Thailand too. Now, Filipinos, some of them, they get upset about that, but it is what it is, folks. Ever hear of the Aussie band calling of Levi? Ever hear of the Aussie band calling of Levi? Calling of Levi. Why does that sound familiar? Have you found any good beaches around Ilo? I haven't been looking now. I haven't been looking. To be honest, I haven't been looking. But I don't think that... Well, you can go to Guimaras. Go over to Guimaras Island. You're going to have nice beaches over there, which is right across the channel from Ilo. Levi says, future farmers of Ackland, that's Levi. There's a really peaceful, quiet hotel, the Oasis near Puka Beach. It's like 2K or less a night. Oh, okay, that's nice to know. That's nice to know. All right, I'll tell you what, folks. I appreciate everybody being in here. It's going on 2.5 hours that I've been live streaming. I didn't plan on that. I don't even know what, let's see what time, I don't even know what time it is. Oh yeah, it's late for me. My neighbors are probably upset that they hear me talking on here. But I need to, oh, hold on, we're getting a couple more. Here we go. Oh no, we're caught up. I'm caught up on the chats, folks. I thank everybody for being here. We're gonna close it out. Let me see your hand. And she's real.
Oi.
Yeah, see, she's real. That's move your fingers. Yeah, see, that's not a fake hand. That's not a marionette. That's not a puppet. She's real. And oh, isn't it sweet? I got the little pat on the shoulder. I feel special. So, okay, God bless you too, Colonel. Thanks, Levi, and your girlfriend. Thank you, brother. Rockalo says, bye, Colonel. All right, folks, listen, I'm out of here. I'm gonna get another drink to get this little whatever I got going on in my throat. And I'm sorry I didn't do live more right on location in Boracay. It just didn't happen for me. I did take some video, and I might do something with that. I might not. I don't know. Oh, there's the hand again. And getting your, you know, whoa! You got a bonus. You got a little bit of her face there. Oh my goodness! Be careful, sweetheart. I know you didn't want to be on here. She almost leaned into the picture, folks. Oh my goodness, we weren't ready for that. But anyway, you all take care. Colonel's out. Have a good night, and God bless.